Today I am with Carthu's Dojo. So let me undeafen. Hello, Mr. Dojo. Can you hear me?
God!
Yo, thanks for the 10 subs right off the bat. Hello, thank you.
Dr. Dojo?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Here,
suck your
hold on.
fucking dick, E-Master. Thank you so much. Hello.
Let's
10
see.
subs.
Oh my God!
Desktop audio on so they can fucking hear you. Podcast yo, there we go. Now they can see
These
me.
intro
What's up,
songs
Pat?
are always fire. Yeah, I mean it depends. Like some people think they're ass, but I don't really fucking care. I just have to pick something that
Oh
won't
my
get
God.
copyrighted. So I don't know. Like you can always play like a generic Pokemon song, but I like to like have trap mixes because it feels like, oh, that's a Seth song, you know? Shit trap remix. You know Seth's playing, you know?
Oh my God!
I have my fucking stream make my playlist.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I ask my stream for like anything, their song choices are so ass
Oh
every
my
time.
God.
Like generic.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck them then.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I did though. If they sent me a bad song, they got banned.
Yo, 1 second. So what is the video called again?
I don't know. Just look up
Oh
Totally
my
Not Mark. I think
God.
it's like his second to latest video.
Okay. Totally Not Mark. So we have Carthu today because people keep asking me to look at this video. And Carthu is the Gohan man.
my
So
God.
like I might be able to tell you something about like Jiren,
The
Goku,
narrative,
and
man.
Vegeta, you know, but I don't know everything about every character that well, so Carthu is a great Gohan man for this video.
Oh my God!
Let's see. Totally Not Mark. Yeah, dude, the last time we watched Mark was so fucking funny, though. I'm so mad that we didn't record that stream. Where you were there for that, weren't you? Like
I was there for the end, yeah.
the
I was there for
PTSD
the boost
evil
stuff, yeah.
Goku. You looked at the stream. Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah, it's so
bro.
weird because like PTSD in Dragon Ball is like it happens, but it's very few and far between. And when it does, it goes away quickly.
Yeah. I got
Like
God.
fucking Future Trunks.
Wait, you downloaded the stream?
Ooh.
Deadass? Are you in my server? Are you in my server? Evil Goku, yeah. If you're in my server, bro, upload that shit on fucking your Michael man. Upload that shit on Google Drive so I can upload that that video on YouTube. That shit had me so dead. I haven't laughed that hard in so long, bro. Okay, let me go on here real quick. I'm gonna stream it to you. Carthu.
Yeah, stream it to me, and then I could stream it to my chat.
Carthu.
Carthu this.
Oh my God!
Alright, let me see. Don't judge the Death Note in the corner. I've been reading Death Note for like ever. I have to fucking... Oh my god. I've had to read so much Death Note lately.
Plans for Death Note eventually. Let's go.
Dude. So like, I'm making this video. Let's just say I have to compare the intelligence of like a few characters. And it's literally impossible.
Yeah.
Like I read 30 chapters, and then I was like, wait a minute, I was reading it wrong. I should have been keeping track of like this, and then like I had to restart it like twice. It was so dumb. Debunk Gwenpool, you can do that, man. I always come back. Hey, yeah, make sure you upload that shit on Google Drive though. That shit is really good.
All right, let me see if I can make
Why do
this
y'all
a
hate
bit
Mark?
better.
I don't hate Mark, but Mark has like low-key an ego. I don't know. Mr. Carthu might be able to like have a better anecdote for this, but he low-key actually does have an ego about his ability, so it's kind of fun.
It just seems like it seems like he's very like again, he's friends with friends of mine, right? So it's like he must be a good person by my own like standards, I guess. But like at least when it comes to his topics, he seems like he like holds his positions very strongly. He's not like there are some people who I like see them make a take, but they don't even take themselves seriously when they're making that take.
Right.
Right? They're like, yeah, I could be wrong, but like this is just my interpretation based on like my limited experience or whatever. So like when you see somebody say not that and quite literally defend themselves to like you know, in general, I think it's like fine to like go back after them and stuff. Like I wouldn't want to pick on a little guy either, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
some rando and just like bully him into like submission or something.
So
And as people know, hey, thanks for the sub. And like as people know, fuck, now I lost it because of the sub. I don't fucking remember. Oh
he's
yeah,
like
all that is
$5. I can eat tonight. Fuck yeah.
Oh.
Woo.
Narrative is inherently interpretation. just like the nature of what narrative is, but there can be a preponderance because you can't just have absurd claims and just claim they're your interpretation.
Right, that was his cop out. Like, people started bopping him because he said Goku is a flat character, and then like, okay, so not only is it like he's not a flat character because he changes, for one. Like, even if you argue in the most minuscule way, like, he's changing, but like, you could, okay, so there's like two sides. There's like even if you just take the Toriyama Goku is a fucking sociopath crazy fuck side, even then he's not a flat character in the author's own words. Like, Toriyama thinks he's like evil, low-key, and then normal people that analyze the series can tell that he's clearly a fucking changes like a normal character. So it's like, and then people were bringing that up to him, and then he's like, oh, it's just my interpretation. It's like,
I think it's like, I think it's something weird about like, oh, his fundamental truth never changes, right? Which is like, that's like the precipice of the argument. Is like, oh, he can like have development, but he doesn't, as long as his fundamental truth doesn't change, then it's fine. But then what's his fundamental truth? Because like, there's moments where he doesn't actually seek to, say, fight a strong guy over everything else, right?
Yeah.
And even before he even gets to the point where you would say, oh, Goku chooses fighting over everything else, there's points where he doesn't do that because he hasn't reached that point yet. The entire Pilaf arc is him like not having that purpose. That purpose is acquired later. So it's like, it's super weird to like go back and forth with like the Red Ribbon Army. His goal is actually about like remembrance of his grandfather and stuff, which is why it culminates in the end with him meeting his grandfather again and getting a final reunion, right? Like, it's so weird to say that his goal is solely this one singular characteristic when he clearly doesn't have that. I think Gohan's even a clear example of this, funny enough, as we're going to talk about him. Yeah. Because like, he wants to have Gohan be the successor because he thinks, oh, if I die, Earth is fucked because we know what happens in the future if I'm not around. And I saw how a heart virus could kick my ass and I couldn't fight it back. So it's like super fucking weird to me.
Yeah. And like, even the power of Universe 7 was like dictated as something like trust or something. It wasn't like ambition or whatever. Like,
yeah, and the weird thing about trust too is like, it's not something he had early on, right? Like that power of trust or whatever.
And then the what was it? It was like that, and then the raw ambition of just wanting to be stronger. That was more just like Jiren's thing, and he was like overcoming that. So it was almost like, dude, like Goku like beating up Jiren was like him like beating up totally not Mark, like in a weird way.
No,
like,
like, why do you always make these fucking analogies?
Like thematically, he's just thematically pounding Mark in the face, like in that battle. Like, but
maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, let me.
That's like again an anime thing too, just to be like super clear. And
although the anime did it better.
Now it depends what Mark's take here is. I think Gohan is vastly different between the anime and the manga of Super, though they get to the same end point. I think they arrive there very different ways, so I think that'll be the deciding factor of whether I agree or disagree.
Yep. Let me put this on the screen. Properties. Oh yeah, we were watching BattleBots. Have you seen BattleBots before? This shit's so hype.
Yeah, where the robots beat the fuck out of each other.
That's just so intense. Like, when they...
You've never seen BattleBots before recently?
No, dude. Like, and it's so hype. Like, when they explode and they have the cast, they're like, "Holy shit, Tombstone's going in!" I'm like, "Holy fuck!" It's like a WWE fight or something, dude. Like,
bro, you ever seen the video video of the BattleBots, the Omaiwa Mo Shinderu?
No, I haven't seen that.
Bro, that shit is so funny. This robot literally yeets another robot in like 0.2 seconds of the match starting. Not even a joke.
I'm like, damn, these things are actually like deadly. Like, they're actually like blowing up and shit. It's crazy, but
no, they're badass.
Anyway,
fucking that YouTuber William Osman, the engineer.
Oh yeah,
he fucking bought one.
Oh shit!
He bought a BattleBot.
Those things are I wonder if they're actually deadly, like the Tombstone.
He cut a bike in half with it.
What? Damn.
Yes. Bro, watch that next. Let's go.
Yeah, all right, I will. Anyways, boys, we're gonna start the video. Let me make sure the volume isn't too bad. Chat, tell me, is this too loud or quiet? How do you feel about that? Is that too loud?
That sounds low to me, but that might be my own stream volume. There we go, I raised it.
Chat, is that too low?
About it. Normally in this series, the
quiet, low, a bit low. Okay, let me turn
You
it.
can raise the volume there.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
YouTube,
yeah, yeah.
Of anime.
All right, let's try it again.
This is one of Gohan's
Is that
best
too low still?
episodes and one of the best episodes in Dragon Ball Super, and it represents everything I hate about it. Normally in this series, The Anatomy of Anime,
Too
I like to build
low?
a video around a particular character.
Okay.
You low still? How? It
Alright.
looks good on my end.
I'm turning it up to max volume. Is that good?
This is one of Gohan's best episodes and one of the best episodes
That's good
in Dragon
now?
Ball Super, and it represents everything.
Fuck my ears, dude.
All
I have
right,
to play it on
let's
max
fucking-
volume.
Yeah, just start it at the beginning, and then there we go.
Yeah,
Didn't
when
Mark claim TFS adapted the source material better than Z? Better than Z dubbed, for sure. I mean, if he really said that, that's kind of weird.
Okay, so like last time, whenever you want me to pause it, I'll just pause it. So
Yeah, I'll let you know.
for the chat, Carthu will probably be doing most of the talking. I'll try to give some of my input here or there, but he's the main Gohan man. So yeah, I almost said Carthu man. He is the Carthu man. So
True. Mr.
sure.
Dojo.
Yeah.
Mr. Dr. Dojo.
Anyway, let's begin.
This is one of Gohan's best episodes and one of the best episodes in Dragon Ball Super, and it represents everything I hate about it. Normally in this series,
What?
The Anatomy of Anime.
Wait. Did he just say it's like one of the best episodes? He likes the episode, but it's because this episode represents everything he hates?
So Gohan versus Goku is his favorite.
What? Is one of his favorites. One of the best episodes in Dragon Ball Super, he said. But then he said he also thinks it also represents everything he hates. But like, wouldn't that make you not like the episode?
Like, what
That's
I don't...
That's just a weird statement. It feels like it's just like it might just be YouTuber intro. To be fair, we've all done it.
Does anything even happen in that episode other than Gohan gets stronger?
The episode where Gohan faces Goku is like a proof of Gohan's like determination, right? And his
Yeah.
understanding of his own past mistakes and stuff, and showing that his own like inner potential had always had this like ability and stuff.
I don't know. That
So-
wasn't that episode. Wasn't the episode where he realized the mistake his like the last one? Like where he like
So
went
the episode
ultimate?
where he like trains with Piccolo is where he's confronted with the mistake,
Okay.
and him obtaining the ultimate form is sort of like him
And this is like
pushing to the
the
point. But this is sort of showing it. This
okay,
is showing
so this is the
oh, he has
aftermath
truly
of
passed
that
this point.
training.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Anime, I like to build a video
Which, by the way, that narratively explains his power up.
around a particular
Epic.
character
Correct,
and use
yeah.
that character to act as a vehicle for exploration or discussion around a particular narrative technique or archetype. However, as many of you might have already noticed,
Black character
I've
Goku's
already
killed
covered
himself.
Gohan. So why am I talking about him here yet?
Yeah, flat character just committed suicide.
Oh, you know what? My
Again.
shit is. Hold on. My shit is fucked for a second.
What chips are
Hold
you?
on.
I'm not eating chips. I'm drinking caffeine because I got back from the gym and I'm fucking, yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to do this like days ago, chat.
Dude,
Don't
I was
lie
at
to
the
you.
gym. I actually was at the gym for 3 hours. You were right. Like it did take. It was a 3-hour endeavor.
I knew it.
But, yeah. Anyway.
Well,
Wait, hold
because-
up.
Yep.
Alright, I just got fixed on my end. The fucking stream cropping got weird. Like this.
No, you weren't fat. I've already shown what I look like, man. Fuck you guys. Like, always talking shit.
Yeah, dude, don't listen to them. They don't know what the fuck they're talking
Legendary is the boy, but he always shit talking. I'm gonna beat him up.
about. Alright, that's good fuck enough. Alright,
Alright.
let's go.
Because in that aforementioned video,
Thank you,
I said this. Many in the community still upset decades later with how his character was handled and continues to be handled today. People were really upset that I never discussed what many considered the resurgence of the Gohan character within Dragon Ball Super, when in reality, I didn't discuss it because for me, it was just more of the same. I'm totally not Mark, and today I wanted
Him realizing his mistakes is the same. I don't know. Like.
Yeah, so him realizing his mistakes, overcoming them, realizing the importance of not just achieving his own dreams, but the importance of protecting his family and the earth around him is more of the same, apparently.
Yeah. What the fuck?
to discuss what I believe
Wasn't his like dream Buu saga like Gohan like having PTSD and like training super hard? Like, so then like he gets like he actually, dude, I actually
He
I'm
kind of gets a PTSD.
he gets dude, he actually gets PTSD and starts training. He's literally Mark's dream Gohan. Now he's like, yeah, it's shit. You know, I mean,
maybe that video is not canon anymore to Mark.
yeah, Mark.
But then
I
again,
hope
then again, he thinks the Goku video is canon to himself.
does. Okay, so does I don't remember exactly because like when I rewatched Super, I was just power scaling. But when does Gohan ever have PTSD of the Frieza fight? Like ever where Frieza fucked him up like with death beams and shit like in Super?
No, it's not necessarily PTSD, but
Well,
it is
okay,
the
whatever.
catalyst
Does he have
in him starting training.
He has flashbacks of that?
I don't think he does. No.
Chat, does he never have flashbacks of Frieza fucking him up?
Oh, well, you know what? He might have flashbacks in the recap episode because the recap
Okay.
episode is actually characters constantly having flashbacks, and that's the episode where we find out he's been training since Res F.
Okay. So he
And
might
also, notably, he does have a vendetta against Frieza the entire time in the Tournament
Right.
of Power and stuff. Which is
So-
kind of why I feel like he should have been in, like, the Broly movie, right?
So
should
he
have
gets
been
his
on Frieza.
ass absolutely annihilated against Frieza, and he's like, "Oh no, that's not good." So he starts training. I don't know. It's
Not even just that. It's more so because Frieza quite literally threatens his family, and he realizes how much of a fucking failure he is to his own family.
so
Because he thought he was doing the right thing, but he never was. He didn't realize there was a balance that he needed to strike.
So
Sort of
if-
like Goku already does.
right. So it feels like you might be able to argue there's somewhat of a flat character arc for Goku in like early Super, like maybe like he still has like some developments, but maybe it's flatter or something. And then but
I think it's regressive. You hype him up too much, but
I think there are some progressions, but
yeah.
the problem with like the Buu saga for me is that like you might be able to say like a lot of those things that people hate is to like kind of prove lessons to Goku, and then like now that it's like in Super and Goku's kind of more flatter, now the other characters kind of have more of their time to shine. So like Gohan kind of gets this time to shine and starts doing things that Mark literally wrote in his own fan fiction almost verbatim.
Right.
The only difference is that he didn't have to fight Goku Black. Maybe that would have finished it all off, but like it's kind of crazy to say this is the problem. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that so far, but it's only fucking 50 seconds in. Let's continue. We'll see.
Believed to be one
Yeah.
of the greatest crimes committed in this modern era of reboots and remakes, the hollowing out of once iconic characters.
I know you have another form. Fight me with everything you've got.
Is this copyrighted?
Nah, it should be fine.
Okay.
AJ edited the video. He knows what not to use. I think AJ edited this video. Actually, AJ maybe not didn't. Mark's normal editor also knows them.
Right off the bat, something I want to make perfectly clear is that Gohan is a character I adore and identified with when I was growing up. And even within the most recent additions to the character, there are elements that I found both thoughtful and exhilarating. There's a large portion of Gohan's fans that want him
Okay.
to be just like the way he was when he faced against Cell, and I just want to distance myself from that group first and foremost. In my last video,
good.
I
That's
discussed
good.
what made Gohan's
Good,
character
yeah.
work and where I thought he peaked during the Cell saga. But just because I believe that to be the pinnacle for Gohan's time as a character doesn't mean I think he should relive those same experiences. And so, keeping that in mind, I think the best way to kick
There's no way he didn't have PTSD of that Piccolo scene. No way. There's no way. Chat is
those
capping.
same experiences.
He definitely
No, it's
did.
not like he doesn't have like. Okay,
Okay,
so, like,
I don't.
again,
Okay, when I
there's-
say PTSD, I don't mean like actually fucking totally not Mark level PTSD. I just mean like negative flashback or something. Like
Yeah,
when he
I
does
think
something.
he has negative flashbacks in the recap episode
Yeah, might have to
because
rewatch
that's
it.
the whole point of the recap episode.
Might have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
that in mind.
People forget the recap episode exists because most people just skip it because it's a recap
Right.
episode, even though there is new content within the
He
episode.
did have flashbacks. Someone says he has flashbacks of this, so
I
it's literally totally not
I think
Mark
the best way
Gohan.
to kick this Gohan video off is with Vegeta.
But it's just not crippling.
All right, as we start every totally not Mark Dragon Ball video with Vegeta.
Does he actually? Does he actually? That's funny.
Well, he starts like the Goku video with it, right? Here's an example of a
Okay, let me
positive
explain.
character
Vegeta,
progression.
much like
Oh,
Gohan, was a
God.
brilliant and interesting character for many of the same
Dude, okay, so me and Carthu were like, we've been kind of digging a little bit through the dirt about Vegeta. Vegeta is kind of like
Vegeta's trash.
he's kind of not that good actually
He's
when you
so
look at it.
fucking basic.
He's a really like okay. It almost looks like Toriyama sees him as like a joke a lot of the time.
Yeah, correct.
Like a good
No, it's not cap chat.
a good example of this is like Vegeta at the end of the Kid Buu fight. He's like giving a speech about Goku or whatever, And then while he's giving this speech, like the Goku versus Kid Buu fight turns into like a gag fight to like make fun of him, like, and then
yeah, and then at the end,
and at the
so
end,
any
none
you
of what
who
he said
watched
was
my
true.
old ass video, yeah, if you watch my old ass video on that speech being a joke, literally the whole point of that speech is to show that nothing Vegeta's saying is actually true, even though Vegeta believes it to be true. He literally finds out it's not true at the end of the chapter. The anime makes it like this super serious, big, bombastic scene. Goku, you are the champion. The manga, though, goes on a little further. When the chapter ends, it ends with Goku saying, no, I can't beat Kid Buu. No, I need to power up for a minute. No, I wasn't holding back for the sake of you. Everything you've been spouting in this speech about me is actually not the case.
Someone says,
Yeah, it's almost like Toriyama's personifying through Goku at like literally what he thinks about Goku versus what the audience thinks about Goku.
right.
So like Toriyama's like, no, I'm actually not all
Which
these
is
things
kind
you
of
just
deep,
spouted about me. And
but-
this onlooker is just like in awe at this hero in front of him, right? But like Toriyama's like, no, I'm not that, right?
Yeah.
It's like that sort of thing. And now I think Goku's a hero, right? I just think terminology, people like want Superman when there's plenty of other heroes they classify as heroes that aren't Superman. And that very differently idealistic.
It is cool. It's okay to like Vegeta. Like he's obviously he's likable, right? He's like he's not. He's kind of an anti-hero. And then like there's a lot of reasons to like him, and he does have some nuanced things. Like
I think the best part about Vegeta is he is a villain for the 4 arcs that he's in Z.
It's okay to like him, Chad. No, I'm saying it's just that people always hype him up as this brilliantly just fucking masterpiece character, in which I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with him. He's just not as deep as people think. I don't think so.
I think, funny enough, and I think people would hate me for saying this, I think Piccolo is better fitted for the positive character progression than Vegeta.
Yeah.
Because you on screen see his relationship grow with Gohan. You see him, like, you learn more about him and why he's different than the Demon King. You hear these little tidbits about, oh, he's not a demon anymore because Goku was able to go to the afterlife and so is Raditz.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you like learn and see as this character goes from a bad one to inevitably a good one, right? And I think Piccolo's arc sort of ends when he merges with Kami, because that's sort of the point at which he's like comfortable to be both,
and he kind of becomes irrelevant after he fuses with Kami as well.
Right, because his arc is over.
Yeah.
But with Vegeta's progression is off screen. 7-year time skip is where the majority of Vegeta turning into a
ironic considering what this guy is probably going to say in this video. By the way, very ironic. But
we talked about what we saw on Twitter. We haven't watched the video either of us, we swear. But we saw some shit on Twitter, so we were talking about that potentially.
By the way, this Vegeta rant is because me and Carthu like sat down and we're just like, because I want to make a Vegeta video like the Goku video I did, the Pride of Vegeta 4, you know, shit like that. But like it's hard. It's kind of hard because it's not.
Yeah.
Because like I could make the video, but how do I make it at all good or interesting? Like it's kind of difficult. But anyway, let's.
And I have my Vegeta video coming out at the same time. We're tag teaming this bitch.
So we just went on a rant for something he didn't say, but he did say that Vegeta was a great example of a character. So we're just kind of making fun of that.
Yeah, rewind a bit. I want to hear exactly what he said.
Yeah, one sec.
Like right there. Yeah.
Video off is with Vegeta.
Okay, so TFS.
Okay, let me explain. Vegeta, much like Gohan, was a brilliant and interesting character for many of the same reasons. He was flawed, produced some terrific fights, and was one of the best character arcs in the series, and still is to this day. Iconic moments like his sacrifice during the Buu saga and his acknowledgement for his loved ones and his family stand as some of the most memorable in the series. Climaxes that were
But does he know why that's good? I don't know if he does.
Built up too carefully over
can I just say something too? I've said this before. It's pretty controversial, like my Vegeta speech thing being a joke. I think Vegeta should have stayed dead after he sacrificed himself. It kind of just caps off everything. And also, I think the original intention was to keep Vegeta dead. That's my 5 head.
Like,
because I think the Buu saga was building up to Goku's dead forever. Vegeta's dead forever. Next generation time. The kids learn fusion. Gohan gets ultimate and returns back. And around somewhere in that
we need the
Carthu
Carthu fan fiction. You need to outdo Mark, dude. But I just think it's
my
funny.
whole channel. Let's
I
go.
just
the
think it's
fan
funny
fiction.
as well that all Vegeta fans hype this up, and I don't think they really know what this was for. I don't like they.
Well, no. That's my thing. That's my thing.
I won't tell him. That's an interesting part of my video too, so I can't say anything. But I don't think anybody really understands that very well, which is very funny.
Bro, I told this to Seth, and he was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
oh shit," and then we talked about it more and found more deets for it. Oh
Yeah.
shit, dude, you guys aren't ready. The
Tori-
whole early Boo saga makes no sense to you guys. You don't understand it at all.
Toriyama really likes making jokes in a nuanced way. Let's say that.
And then Super did this. They repeated the exact same moment again to
But that was to develop like Topo a little bit. I don't know.
significantly
That
less
seems different.
success. Repetition can be a useful technique for the climax,
I don't
but
like that
not
scene either.
so
I think
much
that's fine.
after. This is sort of
Like it's not the most insanely good thing, but
I just think the issue is like you're blowing yourself up, but you're not blowing yourself up. I think just like narratively, it just doesn't work.
it's
He's
supposed to.
strong enough to to survive the
So
explosion.
the idea is like is that like okay, Vegeta and Goku are supposed to be right in the tournament of power. I'm assuming like they're on like the right side, and then the Pride Troopers are like the wrong side. So like Topo's supposed to kind of represent like Majin Vegeta in a way, kind of. And
yeah,
then,
no, that's exactly what he represents.
So like
Yeah.
that's kind of, it's not like the best thing ever, but I understand.
No, the
I guess.
idea, yeah, the 100% the idea, for those who don't realize it, Topo throws away everything in pursuit of power. The exact thing Majin Vegeta did. It's literally a 1-to-1 parallel. It's like three heads.
Are you streaming our DM?
I'm streaming just the video.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm in our thing, so I can't see it.
Oh fuck! I wanted to DM you because I was just thinking about it because like you'd think like okay, so him self-destructing and then beating Majin Vegeta is supposed to represent like his ideology when he was self-destructing. Maybe he's like overcoming his ideology when he was Majin Vegeta, but like that ideology when he was Majin Vegeta is kind of cringe. So like I'm just wondering like
what I don't get is like him blowing himself up against Boo narratively is him realizing his mistakes as Majin Vegeta.
Yeah.
That's what this is, verbatim. So to have him face a duplicate of Majin Vegeta, a representation of his past self.
Well, then him self-destructing would be blowing away Majin Vegeta.
Yeah, this is some shitty Endeavor moment. This
So
is like a
it's
shitty
like-
version of the Endeavor moment.
So yeah, it's clearly a way shittier version of the self-destruction, but it's supposed to be like maybe it's pseudo deep in the way that him self-destructing is him like actually blowing away Majin Vegeta, but like but
Majin Vegeta should have been blown away in the first one, is my point.
Well,
That's the issue.
no, we agree with that, but like him self-destructing versus Topo isn't him developing, it's Topo developing. So it's like,
yeah, for
'cause
sure.
that-
I still have an issue with him surviving. It's just weird.
That's why I was saying Vegeta and Goku were more flat in the term to power, and they were showing Jiren and Topo their message.
Like what? Yeah, they were showing like what happened to. Well, I don't know if Mark noticed this. I'm assuming he did. If he noticed, like, I mean, this one's more obvious, obviously. The excuse me, the the self-destruction parallel. But Goku versus Jiren, episode 109, is just the Frieza saga. It's the Goku versus Frieza fight.
And then he needs he needs his new form. Yeah.
No, it's quite literally Goku's using a Kaioken on his opponent who's super strong. Onlookers that are human say, man, his body should be strong enough to use an even stronger Kaioken. God in the vicinity says, oh, he's already using that stronger Kaioken. Right?
Right.
Goku's getting pushed back. Goku has to rely on the Genki Dama. All right, Genki Dama time. Genki Dama doesn't work.
Which
Genki
I'll say
leads to
one
new
thing.
form afterwards.
I'll say one thing about that fight, by the way.
Mhm.
It's kind of weird that the Spirit Bomb like did nothing almost, but like okay, maybe like okay, because the whole point is that like Universe 7's power of trust is their power, and then Jiren just kind of farted it away. But maybe Goku like getting hit by it and absorbing it is like thematic in a way because he's like absorbing the power of trust. Maybe that's the deep part. I don't know.
That's partially it, but also notably Vegeta doesn't lend to the Spirit Bomb either.
Right.
Where Vegeta gives power to Goku at the end of the tournament.
Yeah, that can make sense.
So it's like the finalization of.
Anyway,
all of them
we're
trusting him.
ranting about something Mark didn't say. So let's just keep going. What's up?
Where the phrase
Bro, we're giving
diminishing
them
returns
content.
actually comes
Honestly, what we're saying is infinitely better than this video, probably. So let's
on,
After
no,
the
come on, we
rise
can't
of the
judge a
Cell
2 minute
Saga,
bit.
Gohan's character was never really given a greater purpose. From the get-go, he was
Okay.
polite and friendly, but his defining characteristics that garnered him both interest and fans were his explosions
Yeah.
of anger. And after the Cell Saga,
Was
he
it?
couldn't depend on that.
wait. What do you say?
What? Do you
Tr-
think that's
after the-
true?
Let me see. One.
Highs of the Cell Saga, Gohan's character was never really given a greater purpose. From the get-go, he was
No,
polite
keep going.
and friendly, but his defining characteristics that garnered him both interest and fans were his explosions of anger. And after the Cell Saga, he couldn't depend on
That
that.
right there. The explosions of anger and stuff are what garnered him fans. Do you think that's really the case? Was Gohan's explosions of rage doing nothing to Nappa or Frieza or anyone fucking else? Were those explosions of power that really did nothing until the Cell Saga
I mean,
what
at-
garnered him fans? Or was it literally Super Saiyan 2 and
At
like him
best-
being edgy?
At best, it might give him intrigue. I don't know
Right.
about fans. Like, I think he was. I think something
It's really
that
a
might,
non-point. It's really subjective.
I think
but
something that
I
might
just
give
think
him
it's
more
weird.
fans is like that's Goku's son, and
Right.
he's like
That's Goku's
yeah.
son, and he seems to have power. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. It's not the rage even that matters. It's the fact that he has potential that could supersede his father, and does.
And that doesn't really give you fans. It's more like interest, right? So let's
Yeah.
just,
Which resulted in a lot of meandering for one reason or another. Whether it be with an unearned power boost to make him Ultimate Gohan, or even in Super where he, surprise surprise, got to relive key moments from his younger years. But not before being thrown into the spotlight only to be thrown into the garbage in Resurrection F. It was around
Oh man, Gohan might get developed as a character. Holy fuck! It's the end of the
Wait,
world.
Gohan. So, like, people don't realize here, Gohan was literally told after the Cell games, "Yo, beat Cell, and then go be a scholar." He was never told this, and then like after Goku dies, he's like, "Yeah, Gohan, protect the Earth." Right? It kind of does that. Like, he keeps up with his training enough that he's not like Resurrection F Gohan, where he's like falling behind so drastically that he's skin and bones and shit.
Mhm.
But like in Resurrection F, Goku had just become a fucking god, and Vegeta and
Yeah.
Whis are training with Vegeta and Goku are training with Whis. They are godly.
Does
he
it-
is
does-
nothing.
Does
compared to-
Gohan use Ultimate? Okay, so I know he does in the original Battle Gods movie, but does he use Ultimate against Beerus in the anime? I don't remember.
It's ambiguous because of the lack of bang, but
right.
we're not sure.
Well,
if that
he
matters or
does.
not.
He does better than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
So
Yeah, so the idea is like he powers up, gets an aura that looks like Ultimate's aura,
yeah. So
and then he goes in.
So okay, so after years of this time skip, he's
4 years.
he's still stronger. Well, he still like is relatively strong. And
Yeah.
then after Goku goes God, after the years, he just lets it go. So maybe that confirms your
After like a
theory.
year, yeah,
Yeah.
he literally just stops training
Right.
altogether for a year because he's like, oh well, Goku's alive and Vegeta's gonna handle it, and that's it.
Also,
And like those two can handle it.
yeah, and this whole beatdown from Frieza, for one, Frieza's a fucking beast, but this beatdown from Frieza is
Yeah.
literally the catalyst to develop him as a character. Why are you slamming your fucking? Why is he showing this fat man? You should be happy. This is your fan fiction.
Yeah, I think the
Like-
catalyst. I think it being the catalyst for him for him growing as a character is good. I think the Piccolo rehash is dumb. I like it in the Tournament Power where Gohan takes the role of Piccolo in that dynamic, where he blocks the Universe 6 Namekian's attacks on Piccolo.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's like a good show of growth. That's quite literally the point. But I think the issue is you don't need to see Piccolo do that sacrifice again. Just dumb. And it was a death that really wasn't consequential.
Right.
As literally he's off screen revived by the Namekian Dragon Balls.
So.
Yeah, I think yes, Piccolo's death dumb. No, this is important to Gohan's character.
Maybe it could be a flash of like, oh, that's reminding Gohan of his weakness and that he's not protecting people well enough. But yeah,
If
I
it
don't know.
flash to like the old flashback of Piccolo doing it and him realizing he's gone fucking backwards
Yeah.
and not forwards in his like pursuit.
I'm
That
assuming.
would be 5 head.
I'm
That would be sick.
I'm assuming that's what they are going for. Maybe they just didn't
Yeah,
execute
maybe.
it well enough. So Gohan's like, wait a minute, I really am regressing. So this is the point to turn it around. Then he's like, Piccolo,
Yeah.
train me, and then yeah. So,
Right. And then he starts
fans of
from the
Gohan
base.
were really upset, and conversations surrounding the character reached a fever pitch, and I think justifiably so, with opposing sides arguing voraciously. However, if they have
Yeah.
nothing for Gohan as a character, then sending him the way of Yamcha, Tenshinhan, and all the other side characters might be a good
Yamcha
idea.
isn't
The
even in
spotlight
Resurrection
should be, after all, reserved for meaningful progression of arcs and/or the plot, but Super didn't do that, and time
Okay.
after time after time, he is kept in this strange nebulous position where he says he's training and improving, but it almost always happens off screen, with any additional time we spend with him feeling quite meaningless.
What?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so this is quite literally what me and Seth saw on Twitter.
Yeah.
Every fucking character in this show trains off screen.
Literally all of them.
Every fucking one.
The Boo Saga, like Boo Saga, Goku and Vegeta, all off screen. Like
7 years of off-screen fucking training.
yeah.
Every character in this
Android
story trains
arc.
off screen.
Off,
The
off
whole
screen.
point, honestly, training arcs where we talk about them quite literally only show you the beginning of the training,
Can
the
I
end of the training maybe, but
Or,
the
like-
middle is completely cut out, which is what they do with Gohan.
honestly?
You literally just showed the
can I
scene
just
where
say
he's
this?
training.
I think Gohan got more training scenes than most characters in the original series ever did. Like, I think he might actually have more scenes than they ever did. Like, honestly, he's almost all
Yamcha,
like,
Tenshinhan, all train off screen.
yeah.
Literally, all you see for training in the Saiyan arc in the manga is, at least for the humans who get significantly stronger and become like are still relevant side characters, just like Gohan's supposed to be. They're literally on the lookout training for like a couple panels.
Yeah.
It's not that big deal like they make it in the anime, dude.
Yeah, I think it's
Goku's
fine.
training on Kaio's is very short-lived in the manga too. It's
Isn't
all
it just
about
like a
showing
few
you-
panels? Like,
yeah, it's not very long, and
Yeah.
it's like maybe there's like I think there's like the extra couple pages where he uses the Genki Dama once on the
Mhm.
block,
right.
but that's it. And the beginning one where he chases Bubbles, but like I don't think you ever even see him get Bubbles in the manga. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure
Is Goku
that
training
shit-
for Namek even really shown?
it is. Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
shown. That's
Okay.
decently shown.
I
Because
wasn't
it's
sure.
only
I
6
wasn't
days.
sure if
It's
I
only
wasn't.
6 days versus like a year.
I wasn't sure if that was the anime only or not. So
They show it decently. I think they show it more in the anime.
right.
But yeah, like Gohan is shown the beginning of his training. He gets like episodes of training towards the end, and notably, and I said this in my own fucking Gohan video. Let's fucking go, promoting myself.
Oh shit.
Gohan, compare Gohan in Resurrection F to Gohan in the Zen exhibition, and tell me that's not them showing you these are different people, and one of which is trained.
Yeah, literally just show them side by side as well. I think,
did. That's literally what I did.
I think the promotional material is like he finally caught up to his father as well, like or some bullshit like that. I forgot.
That's the idea, and even the narrator says he's like a rival for Super Saiyan Blue or whatever.
Yeah, so we can
And
continue.
he like in like the they're not filler because Super's weird like that, but like the filler-ish episodes, the non-main arc episodes, Gohan as Saiyaman like fights Goku and does reasonably well.
Yeah, and all of them. So
And then suddenly, the story starts to care about Gohan as a character.
I mean, the fucking point of Resurrection F was to fucking begin the catalyst. Like,
This is the section
Yeah,
of the
so
story.
what I don't
many-
understand, pause this. So first you have Resurrection F, right? Then you have I'm gonna ignore like the weird filler things, like I just focus on main arcs. Then you have the Universe 6 tournament where Gohan is specifically approached to join the tournament. You find out he's training because of what happened in Resurrection F, but the only thing is there's a conflict with his work for this tournament, and he doesn't like think that no one's telling him there's any big stakes for this tournament. And because honestly, there's not. Like the worst case scenario, their world moves to Universe 6. Like whoop-de-doo. Who gives a fuck? Most of them don't care. They won't notice. So there's no big stakes here. He doesn't have to go. And his whole point is to balance his work life and his family life and his fighting life at this point. So what there involves him into the arc. Now, you go to Goku Black. Goku Black's a bit of an interesting one because I think he should have been involved. I do agree there. But notably, Trunks doesn't want to disturb his peace, so he doesn't tell him. This is a moment for Trunks, not a moment for Gohan. And when Gohan finds out that all this shit is happening, when they have the big conversation in the room where Vegeta explains everything and Goku asks about the Mafuba and stuff, Gohan's fucking mad at himself for not realizing. He's mad at himself for not knowing that shit was going wrong. And that's why he's the last person to say goodbye to Trunks when Trunks goes to his new timeline. Because it's a show that Gohan is tired of being to the side. It's a show that Gohan needs to push forward and get stronger, which is why he even has his fucking ultimate hair. It's not really the ultimate form, but it's just the hair with the bang. It's like base form with bang. As he's flying up to Trunks, and that's when future Trunks sees future Gohan in present Gohan's eyes. The determination to get stronger, the determination to protect. These things together culminate into the Tournament of Power, where he can be put back in the front page, because he shouldn't be front page until the story needs him to be.
Yeah.
It's so weird to say he should have just been earlier.
And so they develop him as a character to the point where he can be on the front stage. So
Fans will
quite
point
literally.
to as the moment Gohan made a rebound as a character and regained much of his former glory in new and interesting ways. And to be honest,
can we stop judging like Gohan's worth by like his power level? By the way, I don't know why. is Mark doing
why.
that? Like I'm kind of getting that vibe. Like I don't know. It's kind of
Like can Gohan just be a
By the
like
way,
even
this
if Gohan
drawing
wanted
is
to be a
fucking-
family man.
I don't like this drawing, but anyway, keep going.
It's super, dude. It's super, dude. You're not gonna like the drawings. It's okay.
The nose.
I think
Yeah, the
they're
whole
half
note.
right. To be perfectly clear, if you're someone who likes what they did here during these latter sections of the story, I'm not about to say that you're wrong for liking it. I'm just here to explain why I not
But
only
that's gonna
don't
say
find it
that you're
great,
wrong.
But you're wrong.
but find it to be one of the most
and hypocritical as well.
infuriating aspects of Super's long list of missteps and issues. But first, I want to talk about something I actually enjoyed with relatively no reservations, and that was Piccolo and Gohan's fight during the Tournament of Power against the Universe 6 Namekians. Amidst the bombastic moments of the Tournament of Power, I sincerely felt as though this fight got overshadowed and ultimately forgotten. Despite it being one of the
no
best
shot.
character-driven
People love it.
moments in the
Yeah, people love this fight. I don't see that at all.
Yeah,
entire
people love the
series.
fuck out
You
of
see-
it. People
Dude,
love
whenever-
this scene. You know how many times I've seen this screenshot
I'm
of
pretty-
male Kami and Piccolo?
I'm pretty sure people remember this more than Gohan versus Dispo, actually, which is funny.
One of the toughest things to deliver in a story like Dragon Ball, which isn't
Gohan
planned
versus
out in
Dispo is
advance,
actually
is
good,
to
yeah.
build up
It is.
upon previously successful character arcs in both believable and meaningful ways. And that's a very difficult act to balance. If you force a character down an interesting path, you run the risk of making it feel artificial or forced. And if you only focus on how realistic the path is, you get a family man Gohan, which, while believable, wasn't very compelling to watch for me in a show centered around conflict. And I
So
But the
he's
point of him being a family man is for him to have something to
So-
get into conflict for.
okay. So what I don't understand is that like okay, so Mark he tries to present himself as an elitist, like when the video begins, like he's like one of those Gohan elitists that likes Family Man Gohan. You know, it's not all about just power level, big boom. But then he's like, I don't like Family Man. I like power level Gohan later. So it's like he goes from like, oh yeah, elitist level to like appealing to normie level, like halfway through the same video. It's kind of bizarre,
Right.
actually. I don't understand it.
I don't envy the writers of the series at all in this respect. It's super tough. However, in the anime, Vegeta's treatment felt more like a novelty nostalgia act during Super more than anything else.
True.
But shockingly, those
True.
behind the story eventually found something super interesting for Vegeta to do. Interestingly, as soon as the manga surpassed the anime and moved on to
Interestingly.
bigger and better things, Vegeta became the recipient of some much needed development that has made him
Which hopefully explodes in the granola arc. We'll see.
my
I
favorite
don't-
aspect of the Super.
I don't know how I feel about remorseful Vegeta, but having reread the Moro arc, I was gonna do a review of it. I gave up on that because it didn't seem like people cared. I think it makes the "I'm a villain" line make a lot more sense when you read it all together, because you
Yeah.
just see this Vegeta's being remorseful the whole time, so he's actually fucking down bad on himself the whole fucking
Yeah.
time. But like, I don't know. I'm not like too hyped for that. I feel like he's had his time to be remorseful. And it's like it's so weird to decades later for him to like care all of a sudden. It actually feels more forced to me that he cares now. And he's having revelations like in the recent chapters and stuff. He's having revelations, I'm not gonna be specific, that Goku had back on fucking Namek, right?
Mhm.
Are you telling me Vegeta's this fucking behind?
I mean,
I don't think so. I think he should just be his own fucking person. And
I'm
like
trying-
him not caring is fine.
I'm trying to think of like, I guess he hasn't really had any time to show it in Super. Like, during the Trunks arc, you could just say, okay, well, he just cares about Bulma and Trunks, so that's why he went. But
What
Yeah,
you mean, him being remorseful?
Yeah, I'm just like thinking, is there any time he could show it that he didn't before?
So like, let's say the Boo Saga or something, right? Where he's like communicating with the to the Namekians through the Kais and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's never like a moment of introspection there, despite that being like Vegeta's most introspective part of the story at the very least. It's where
Well-
he starts to understand things and understand that he needs to be different than Goku.
Right.
Like, that's the point in the story where it like fully comes together. And that's why I'm okay with the Kanzenban ending where he says he'll surpass Goku someday, because he's not going to follow Goku to do it. He's not going to go get his own oob and stuff, right? He's just going to do it in his own way.
I will
And
say,
that's fine.
in defense of remorseful Vegeta, in terms of time, I'll say in Super, he just didn't have any moment to show it, so maybe he could have just been right after the Buu Saga, but maybe there's, like, narrative problems with the connection to the Buu Saga, so...
Bweezy just said in my chat he could have been remorseful in, like, the ROF, which actually does make a lot of sense, to be honest.
What happened in ROF?
Frieza.
Well, I know that, but, like, what remorseful Vegeta moment could have happened?
Well, because, like, Frieza's trying to recruit him, too, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I think Vegeta being remorseful for what he's done in the past, based on, like, seeing Frieza again, like, having this big introspection about, I'm not that person anymore.
It could have
Right?
started
I think
there.
that could have been his time. And then Weezy also said Universe 6, but I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I understand,
think even
I can understand him actually doing it with Kaba.
I think in the
But that's
Frieza
about it.
fight, he should have we should have had like an introduction to this remorse arc if there was
Yeah.
one. Not
Right.
that it should have went all the way through in
Well,
that
notably-
arc, but it should have
Yeah,
started.
notably though, there isn't one in the manga. A
Yeah.
Resurrection F.
Yeah.
There just isn't.
Well, I mean,
So,
yeah.
it's like,
Does Resurrection F manga is like wait. So I
that's
know.
Dragon Ball Z. It's actually not canon. To
Yeah, I
them.
was about to say they didn't even do that. It's like
No,
the
they
Broly
literally
movie,
skipped it.
like the
Mhm.
Broly movie. Okay, yeah.
And I think that's weird because it's contradictory here too, because like Toriyama supervises the manga, but Toriyama wrote the Broly movie, where Vegeta doesn't give a shit what his dad did. He doesn't feel remorse for what the Saiyans did. He doesn't have this like big care about what's going on to these people. He was very ready to kill Broly, right?
Yeah, baked. I already answered that. The remorseful arc, he just didn't have a time to show it, really. I mean, so like maybe he could have shown it versus Broly, which, yeah, I agree. Although there is debate about if Gogeta would have ever killed him or anything, but
Well, I'm talking about Vegeta was going to kill Broly.
was
If
Vegeta
Broly
gonna
didn't
kill
turn into-
Broly? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that's why Goku screams stop when he was
Oh.
God.
Oh,
And before Broly could even turn Ikari.
that's funny. Well,
Because
Goku.
Goku could tell he's a good person, and
Well,
Vegeta's
Goku-
like, "No, you're a threat to Earth," which is a fine. By the way,
That- I
that
don't
was
know.
really good characterization for Vegeta. By the way, can we talk about this? Whis asks Goku and Vegeta why they pursue strength.
Yeah.
Goku says because there's strong people out there in the universe. Still, there are stronger people than himself. He has
Okay.
goals to achieve, right? Which is literally a callback to the main lesson of original Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
There's always someone stronger.
It'd be regression if that wasn't the
Vegeta-
case. So I hope
Right.
so.
Yeah, exactly. Then Vegeta though says, "I'm training and getting stronger because Frieza's still out there,
Yeah.
and Frieza's a threat. He's not giving a fuck about Goku. He's not giving a fuck about anything else. He gives a fuck about the threats to Earth and the threats to his family and stuff like that.
It's like
right?
directly saying that Goku's more of a secondary goal, which is I think good, but
Right. And I think the Moro arc, one scene that pissed me off in the Moro arc, and I keep showing people it because it's like a show of how not to do visual storytelling. There's a panel when Vegeta is flying to Yardrat, and he's like sitting on the bed in the spaceship. He's like, "I will surpass Moro and even you, Kakarot," or something along those lines. But the biggest panel is for Kakarot, not for Moro. It should have been, "I will surpass you, Kakarot," small panel, emphasis, end of sentence, and especially you, Moro, for what you've done, or something like that, right?
yeah.
Because if this is truly a remorseful Vegeta arc we're setting up, then his focus should be on the guy who's fucking with the Namekians that he said he would pledge his fucking life to
Well,
save.
I will say this. I think after our discussion here, I do think that the remorseful Vegeta arc is a little bit more complicated of a debate than I thought initially. So we'll have
Yeah,
to see
it's-
where it goes.
It's a bit more nuanced than just like, oh, it's cool he's doing something different, because we could
Yeah.
also have something different in the form of his like pursuits in the Broly movie, which are perfectly in line with the character and don't feel so out of left field. Because like if the Broly movie had built up to this and he's like, wait, my father did that, Like, you know what I mean? Something along those lines. It's not really my problem, but you're saying my dad did that? The Saiyans really were scum after all and stuff like that, right? That would even set up. Even if it was just that stupid of a line, that would set up for what happened, but it doesn't really do that.
Anyway, what did Mark even say about this?
He said that it's good shit. He just said that the remorseful Vegeta arc is good shit.
Let's see what he
Vegeta's
said
said it was a
verbatim.
new and
felt more
interesting
like
direction.
a novelty nostalgia act during Super more than anything else. But shockingly, those behind the story eventually found something
filter.
super interesting for Vegeta to do. Interestingly, as soon as the manga
Physical
surpassed
edit.
the anime and moved on to bigger and better
is good
things,
editing.
Vegeta became the recipient of some much needed development that has made him
I
my
always
favorite
loved
aspect
motion
of the
manga
Super
edits.
manga today. Bouncing off of plot points rooted deeply in his past, this new hurdle or issue Vegeta needs to overcome has made him feel more like Vegeta to me than he has throughout all of Super, wanting to atone for the sins of his past.
I mean, and Mark, not Mark, but Carthu disagrees with this, but I think the moral arcs for the development, you know, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of where it's coming up, but, you know, we'll leave that aside. I always thought, like I said, I did think Vegeta and Goku were a little bit flattered through Super, but I think that was kind of the point for a lot of it, especially during the
I like the
tournament
Moro
battle.
arc. I'm not saying I think Moro is probably Super's best arc. I probably am on that bandwagon.
So
I think it seems like it has a natural through line that
Okay.
the multi-writing staff,
okay,
Toei, and like other things. I told you this before.
reformed question mark.
Wait, I've told you this before. I told you because we had a conversation about it where we disagreed about Goku, but I didn't disagree that the arc was probably the best arc in Super.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We can go with
We've
that.
had this conversation before, homie.
I
got to the end.
don't remember the exact. Okay, I have bad memory, but I don't remember the exact conversation. But I do remember.
Would you say Moro is good though as a villain? Me and Seth have different takes there.
Oh,
that was another
okay.
thing we disagreed
It
on.
depends on it. Really, okay.
Intentionality.
it
and
might-
interpretation of intentionality.
It might depend on the future of Dragon Ball as well. We'll have to see
That's
like
true.
on
That's
the
true.
future of Dragon Ball to really
I wonder.
say.
I
so
think Granola could fuck things up for that. But
maybe.
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it.
And struggling
But for now, it just depends on interpretation. But the future will answer it mostly. So
with finding solace in those transgressions is exactly the sort of natural, interesting progression he and this story needed after floundering with the slideshow act for over 131 episodes. And the crazy thing about this is, Gohan realistically
wait, did he say Gohan or Vegeta was a sideshow?
Vegeta.
more like
Vegeta.
Vegeta to me than he has throughout all of Super. Wanting to atone for the sins of his past and struggling with finding solace in those transgressions is exactly the sort of natural, interesting progression he and this story needed after floundering with the slideshow act for over 131
Man, when he says
episodes.
natural though, it just fucks me up that it's been in series time. It's been decades.
But like,
it's been like
just-
over a decade.
Also, I don't know if I buy the sideshow act because, like, I think most people will
He's
say,
pretty
like,
prominent.
I'll say most people say it's the Goku and Vegeta show. So I don't know if he's
Yeah.
a sideshow. He's definitely.
I
on
don't think
the,
he's a side act.
Yeah.
And the
I
crazy
think
thing
the
about
issue Super generally has is Super Resurrection F. For all the things it does wrong, the good thing it does is it builds a narrative where Goku and Vegeta are equals.
Yeah. So
the
I don't think
Universe 6
Vegeta's
tournament-
a sideshow.
The Universe 6 tournament kind of fucks that up, but then they sort of shelf Kaioken after that for a while, which helps. But and then Evolution comes in to match Kaioken eventually. So it's like, yeah, generally though, Super's idea is they're equals rather than having Vegeta in constant pursuit of Goku, which is sort of what Z is, because they're not
Right.
really rivals in Z.
And even
More
his
so
goal,
one-sided.
Goku's more secondary. So
this is, Gohan realistically wasn't nearly as important or as prevalent of a character during Super, and yet they managed to offer Gohan one of the most interesting and natural progressions
by the way, this is irrelevant, but him like jumping off the missile was cool.
his character perhaps has ever received.
What?
I see
Did
nothing
he
but-
say? Okay, listen to this wording. Listen to
Wait.
this wording.
Realistically wasn't nearly as important or as prevalent of a character during Super, and yet they managed to offer Gohan one of the most interesting and natural progressions his character perhaps has ever received.
Okay, so he says Gohan has just received possibly one of the greatest character progressions ever. So
Yeah.
how is this Gohan the hollow character? I'm really curious. Because he's
I
he's
think
jerking
he's
him
saying-
off. I don't get it.
I
like-
think he's saying because this scene is good, but he doesn't think the build up to the scene is good. I have had a conversation with Mark about Gohan before, and his take on adult Gohan is the build up to the tournament power is shit.
okay.
which is kind of what you said earlier, right? It's all off screen. It's dog, right?
Dude, there was
and that's,
yeah, that's
but like the stuff that happens in the tournament power is good.
right.
I think.
Okay.
I think that's
see.
generally the idea.
He shows them training.
This is one of the most interesting and compelling
Their training is one of the most interesting. Okay, okay, I can keep going.
arc ideas in all of Dragon Ball, I think. Dragon Ball doesn't
Sure.
make a
In
habit
all
of trying
of
to
Dragon
be
Ball.
profound or thought-provoking all too
Their
often, with
training.
characters like Vegeta, Piccolo, and Goku playing with concepts like forgiveness at varying degrees and exploring what that meant to each of them in their positions within the world. However, Gohan is often in the conversation too, boasting one of the most emphatic coming-of-age stories in the series. However, a fantastic video discussing and exploring what Gohan could possibly have meant to us was brought to my attention in early 2020 by Plague of Gripes.
Don't you have a history of Plague of Gripes or something?
Ooh, Plague of Gripes, the prophet of anime in our age. Holy fuck, the pioneer.
Oh wait, isn't he the guy who said like time is a concept?
No,
and so you
he
can't
said,
surpass time?
trying to
Because
say,
color, it's like color.
yeah, he's trying to say, he's like trying to say, the strength, overpowering time is like overpowering a color. It makes no sense. He's also the guy who said, Himawari is a cute girl of suspect age, a 6-year-old on video. But, you know, let's see. Yeah, we made
Okay,
fun of him on stream.
let's just watch.
Let's
Give him
but let's
the benefit of the
see
doubt, I know
let's see what he does.
In it, he explores the introduction, process, and fall of Gohan's character
He's a
through the lens of
genius.
fans that enjoyed him as an empowerment fantasy. And truth be told, this isn't a new concept. It's actually quite old, but was used tremendously.
Oh, Plague of Gripes also said that everyone with dead parents that wanted attention was a Naruto. So Batman, Superman, they're all Narutos. Goku was a Naruto at one point.
The fact-
Like, I don't know.
What?
Yeah, just using Plague of Gripes as a reference. Like, okay, I don't want to keep hating on Plague of Gripes, but I do think that he's probably very sus. So I don't really.
These are very weird takes.
I don't
but
have
yeah,
any
let's-
remorse, but
hey,
yeah.
let's listen.
During
Maybe
Dragon
Mark's just
Ball
putting
to
his
help
own spin.
Yeah,
connect young
let's keep
fans
going.
to the character of Gohan. Now,
James
I think
Charles
the Gohan
energy.
character has a perfectly fine personality, but what attracted
Game's
so
not
many
canon.
to him wasn't necessarily his outward, unassuming composition, but instead his ability to flip the script on those that would try to oppress him. And once the image
He
of a young
literally
boy
gets his
struggling
ass
against
beat, he almost
monsters who
dies.
would underestimate him went away after Cell, so too did his interest factor for millions. So,
Yeah, but he
why
doesn't do
didn't-
well against those monsters. Those monsters kick his ass except for Cell.
He doesn't
scene
do
of
anything
Nappa?
here.
Nappa literally laughs it off and then goes to crush him with his foot. Daddy Goku had to come in with the Kinto-un and
So-
save him.
So what happens here? He fights
That's
Vegeta.
non-canon.
Okay,
Non-canon is what
so
it is.
even in that non-canon thing, he lost, and Vegeta was toying with him, like laughing.
Yeah.
And then versus Nappa, he gets enraged. He starts screaming like he did versus Raditz. And
His
then
power
and,
shoots up.
and then Nappa punched it away and laughed at him like, "Wow, I think I felt that one a little bit." And then just beat the fuck out of him while
And then
Gohan was.
yeah, he's ready to
and then-
stomp him to death.
And then not only that, okay, this is power scaling talk, but Piccolo's still stronger than that Gohan. But
Right.
anyway.
Yeah, Gohan's
So-
2800, Piccolo's 35.
So anyway, Gohan, despite having this rage amp, gets his ass absolutely beat up, and people are still interested in Gohan. So
Perfectly
no,
fine.
that's not true.
Personality, but what attracted so many to him wasn't necessarily his outward, unassuming composition, but instead his ability to flip the script on those that would try to oppress him. And once the image of a young boy
doesn't flip
struggling
the
against
script.
monsters who would underestimate
still
him went
loses.
away after
He
Cell,
loses all of them,
so too did
Except
his
for
interest
Cell.
factor for
which he had Goku have to like hype him up and
millions.
whatever.
So,
Well, I would
why
say
did-
even like regular Perfect Cell. I mean,
Oh,
he,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
he-
sure, I
he
mean-
beat regular
didn't this
Perfect
happen
Cell.
with Vegeta?
Like, if you
I mean,
compare it.
technically, he lost his initial interest factor too, right? Well, personally, I think Vegeta succeeded where Gohan failed because his character arc and development specifically was rooted in his relationships with other people. Therefore, when he tried to eventually honestly atone for what he had done, it was cathartic, yes, but it also allowed him the opportunity to explore the character of family man Vegeta, which, while not super fun, at least
What?
gave him enough material to work with to warrant being a major
What?
player in the sequel series of
What? Stop this. He did not just say Vegeta good because he's family man. Gohan bad because he's family man.
He's saying
Am I crazy?
he's trying to say that Vegeta's character is more interesting because of his relationship to other characters or something.
No, but he's trying to say like, because I get the idea, but he has to realize how crazy that wording sounds, right?
Right.
Because the idea would be like, okay, so Vegeta is a bad guy, inherently his relationships with other people are antagonistic. So as they become less antagonistic, they are thus interesting, which is why Family Man Vegeta is interesting. I get that. But notably, Gohan building up to be a family man and learning that his pursuit of being a family man and not fighting and not training is literally just the same as Vegeta's. Vegeta's is going from, oh, purely fighting to, oh, I have to balance a family. Gohan's is going from purely family to, oh, I have to balance fighting. They are quite literally parallels of the same character arc
Also,
if you were to write them down on paper.
Can I just say this too? Vegeta is inherently always going to be more interesting, especially to more normal people, just because of the way his character functions. Like, it's always a character in conflict, right? Like, and by conflict, I mean he's like hyper aggressive. He's always throwing himself into everything. So yes, his character arc is inherently going to be more interesting to normal viewers, and it's going to be harder to understand Gohan's and why you should like it, right? So like him just saying, "Oh, Vegeta's is more interesting," is kind of like a non-statement to me anyway. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really.
Yeah, I'd like to just backtrack something you said. It's not really. This isn't really a case of why you should like something.
Yeah.
But it's more so why you should, at the very least, understand something and appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's a more like easy take. It's like, okay, just understand why this is happening, what's going on, and if you don't like it, cool. That doesn't make Gohan a hollow character if you don't like it. It just makes it a character that you don't like. I don't like fucking. This isn't a spoiler because she's in this modern.
Or
season.
one that you don't find entertaining. But.
Right. I don't like Gabby in Attack on Titan. Right. I completely understand her character. I completely understand she is literally militarized from birth, and basically fucking brainwashed into thinking her own people are demons. Right. But I still don't like her. I still don't like her as a character. So like,
she's an annoying bitch.
Yeah, she's an annoying little child. Fuck her. Like, fuck that kid. I'd fucking kick that kid if I saw her in the street. Fuck her. She killed a man. What do you mean?
I'm gonna get banned.
Bro, I'm on stream too. It's all right. It's an anime. We're talking about a video game. We're talking about the Attack on Titan video game.
And when you're playing as a character in a video game as well, like you wanna,
Yeah. So like, she is like legitimately aggravates me. I don't like her. But I can understand at the very least, oh, okay, this is where the character comes from. And it might even be the character's made not to be necessarily likable in certain cases.
Like Donzo.
I don't think Abby's actually written that way, but yeah.
Like Donzo from Dragon Ball, right? A lot of people like really hate Donzo, think he's annoying, but then like Donzo versus Sasuke was like one of the most interesting things that ever happened.
Did you say Donzo from Dragon Ball?
Sorry, Donzo from Naruto, yeah. Donzo from Dragon Ball, his Dragon Ball introduction. But yeah, Donzo is one of the most interesting characters in Naruto. You could probably say that and say
he was in original Dragon Ball and trick people into thinking there's a Donzo in
original Dragon Ball. You actually could. There's so many weird fillers because like in original, I was rewatching original Dragon Ball.
No, I was just saying because people haven't watched original Dragon Ball.
No, exactly. But I was rewatching original Dragon Ball anyway. And
yeah, it's weird fillers.
I would honestly say that a lot of names that Kishimoto got were from those original Dragon Ball episodes because they're so like literally all of them. Kikaku and Gigaku and the Gourd and stuff was in original Dragon Ball. Shiko-Cho is from original Dragon Ball. Like a lot of it already was, but it's really funny.
Donzo from Pokemon.
Yeah, so Donzo from Yu-Gi-Oh. I think he's like like naturally an unlikable character. But he's like
you understand,
like why he's good, right? So or like why
you understand his motivations.
Like exactly. So
Super with Goku. It was something new, whereas Gohan, on the other hand, during the series struggled to come to terms not with his relationships, but with himself. And it's great that he had this big epiphany in the Cell Saga, and it was completely cathartic. But after that, where does that leave him when he inevitably has to relax as a character and bounce off of others? The answer? The exact same place he had been before, because that epiphany he came to doesn't really affect his relationships all that much, and certainly not the same way Vegeta's did. And thus, he disappeared from the main story, until he came back. The story that was eventually offered up for Gohan, a character that has almost entirely vanished from the main plot thread.
It sounds like he just hates Buu Saga Gohan, man. Like, I don't know. Just what's the problem with?
Yeah, it seems like teen Gohan's the issue, not adult.
Yeah, why I hate teen Gohan, the hollow character.
Coming of age story.
Yeah, but people would think
this
he means
time,
fucking
it focused on adulthood,
youth Gohan,
offering the audiences he grew up alongside with another story or struggle I'm sure many at some time or another have grappled with, and that's arrogance. With the best part of this being, much like Vegeta's new character arc rooted in his past, Gohan now has a fitting, believable, and
I know people hate this, but I love these drawings. I don't know why.
No, people like those. What do you mean?
Okay, because some people are like, it's not Dragon Ball, but I just think they're sick. I just think they're
rooted
sick.
That is
story
Dragon Ball.
where he
That's
must
literally based off
overcome the
the Dwarf
personality
designs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad people like them then, because I always thought they were so sick. I wish we saw
Nah,
more.
people love Takahashi. Yeah,
Alright,
that's
let's-
that has
that's
plagued
two
him
art
and
designs.
All right.
cost him on so many occasions in the past. A
Because
story
like it was like what people in like that like the Broly movie designs or whatever, they kind of liked more of like a
The softer approach?
they like the softer look. I was gonna say that, yeah. And it's like so those sharp, super like action figure-y like looking ones. It's like
No,
you
so
know.
like they don't like the oiled up action figure, which is most of Super.
Isn't that,
They
that
like
seems more like
Takahashi.
that seems more like a coloring issue, isn't it? Is it not?
Well, it's like highlights. It's like connect. So like if you
Yeah,
went to
color.
like a normal Super segment, so right there, that's just like that's shading. That's shapes right of the muscles.
It
and
looks
stuff.
like a
angular eyes.
two shading
Yeah.
as well. There's just not three. There's not like a
It
a
is three
highlight.
shading.
Is there a third?
Yeah.
Oh no
cheek.
no. Okay, sorry. I meant there's no highlight really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
believable
Yeah, highlights
and
are like
rooted
a new thing.
story where he must overcome the personality flaw that has plagued him and
Yeah, even this, no highlights with anything.
cost him
really.
on so many
Right.
occasions in the past. A story where he must confront the worst
highlights
parts of
there.
himself
Yep.
to become the stronger person
See, like
for the
there,
good
like
of
if
his
you pause that
family.
Gohan, there you go. This is the difference.
There's
Look,
the
look at
highlights.
highlight on the cheek. No, look at the highlight on the cheek there. Yeah,
person
versus there.
for the good of his
Yeah.
family, his
Look at his
friend.
cheek.
It looks so shiny. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
It might be a coloring issue. Yeah.
It's not necessarily a coloring issue. It's also shapes. So like the ear.
Well,
shapes,
like the
eye
nose,
shape.
the nose.
nose
I
shapes, yeah.
fucking wait, hold on. Let's see this.
Worst parts of
You can't really see it because it's like an angle.
No, you
himself
can't see
to
the front
become
of
the
his face,
stronger
yeah.
person for the good of his family, his friends, and himself. God, I'm getting hyped just thinking about it. Something like this has the potential for being better and more emotionally rich.
By the way, I wasn't paying attention because I thought my conversation about art was more interesting, so I need to rewind.
Yeah, let's rewind.
That's arrogance. With the best part of this being, much like Vegeta's new character arc rooted in his past, Gohan now has a fitting, believable, and rooted story where he must overcome the personality flaw that has plagued him and cost him on so many occasions in the past. A story where he must confront the worst parts of himself to become the stronger person for the good of his family, his friends, and himself. God, I'm getting hyped just thinking about it. Something like this has the potential for
Wait,
being
he
better
just
and more
literally-
emotional.
Wait, but he just described Gohan's character arc in Super.
Dude, and like I said this earlier, this is literally his fan fiction dream. Like from
Wait, I'm so confused. He just explained he just explained Gohan's character arc and said, "Oh yeah, this is hyping me up. This is the shit. This
Like,
is good shit.
honestly,
Let me
this-
swear the line of this Gohan character
This
arc."
needs to say-
yeah, Gohan's a hollow character anyway.
16-year-old Gohan, the hollow character, not adult
Yeah.
Gohan.
rich than the battle with Cell easily. But how does Super decide to tell this story? Well, in short, it doesn't.
What?
Okay,
What?
let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Gohan
hear him out, let's hear him out.
versus Goku. Episode 90 is one of the best, most beautiful, and most infuriatingly frustrating episodes in all
But didn't he say?
of Super.
But didn't
No,
he
just
say?
watch it. Just watch it. Just
Okay,
watch
okay,
it. Just watch
okay,
it.
okay.
All at the exact same time. A phenomenal episode filled to bursting with traditional Dragon Ball imagery that looks as though it was designed from the ground up to be the most iconic climax to what was a
backhand
long
was
overdue
garbage, but
story
continue.
to be told. And it was frustrating because it never received the build-up or substance a moment like this truly deserved. Which for me, entirely sucked the life out of it. For Gohan in
Okay.
Super, I enjoyed his fight with Lavender. I enjoyed his training with Piccolo, and I enjoyed his fight with Goku. However, all of these take place over the course of a few days in story and a few episodes in reality, making all of this time spent feel more like a formality and leaving Gohan feeling less like a character and more like a vessel for Toei to fill up with
Wait,
plot formula.
pause. So why is he discounting? I'm so confused. Why is he discounting everything that led to Gohan becoming as strong as he is?
Yeah,
against
he's also
Lavender?
he's taking out Revival of F as well, which
He's basically saying everything that happened with Gohan in the Universe 6 tournament and the future Trunks arc didn't happen.
that is interesting. Yeah, because he's saying this fight here has no build up, but then he brings up Universe 6 as well, which happened before this, building it
And
up.
the
so.
What do you mean? Wait, which one was Universe 6?
When he fought Lavender,
No,
right?
he didn't. No, that's the Zen exhibition.
Oh, sorry. No.
That's
Yeah,
still
I mean,
before this.
I'm sorry. Whenever I see the fucking blue background, I think of Universe 6 for some reason. Yeah.
But anyway, but
It's literally,
regardless,
it's
he
the Zen
trains-
exhibition match happens
Yeah.
before this. Sorry.
He trains in Resurrection. He trains after Resurrection F in the Universe 6 tournament. We're explicitly told this. He's training again, yada yada, etc. etc. Like I said before, the Goku Black arc. He's literally upset about not being involved with the conflict, and he feels like he's being placed on the sideline, and that's why it ends with him as the last person Trunks sees, and Trunks sees future Gohan in this present Gohan. He sees the happiness of what future Gohan wanted to achieve, alongside the determination to be strong, just like future Gohan, which is what future Gohan goes on to do in the very next arc. It literally follows through.
There's a
He's
lot of
not a
things that
main
build
character.
up.
He's a side character that builds up into a main character.
There's a lot of
And that's
things that
fine.
build up the fight anyway. Like, I don't. There's like 3 situations that build it up. Now that I think about it, there's like, and how many situations were building them up beforehand? Like, I don't know. Nothing built up Ultimate, but I'm sure you think Ultimate's bad. But like compared to like the Boo Saga build up, I don't know. There's a lot of things going for this fight in particular that kind of really shoot it up. But
It just seems like this fight in particular was being built up since ROF. That would be my take.
it's almost like he's like fighting his way back into the spotlight by fighting Goku as well. Like
Correct.
it's like
That's
almost
quite literally what's happening. Yes.
Yes.
He's proving him.
And
is
then
the
like
point,
this
yeah.
isn't even like I don't even think this is the focal point either. This is more like, okay, now he's on the front stage, and then like the Namekian battle and the Dispo shit, that's him on the front stage. That's more
Right.
so the important stuff.
That's him showing he can keep up with these like stronger beings. And
Right.
Stuff,
That can
and
even
put in the work.
that even gave
And,
Hit,
like, the
Hit a hard
Obani
time
fight.
and Frieza a hard
Even-
time.
Even the Obani fight is a huge character moment that he hasn't talked about at all. I hope he talks about it. He still has time, but the Obani fight where he sees the locket, he doesn't say a fucking word, right? He just sees the locket of Obani's family, and he knows exactly what the cost for himself is if they lose. He doesn't say a word when he sees it. Nothing. It's a
So
beautiful fucking simple moment.
let's
Ugh.
see what else he says.
Yeah.
so that they can use him for the Tournament of Power later
Hurry
on.
up, Mark.
So-
I gotta
so-
piss.
So that he can be important. Wow.
Yeah.
What a shame.
There's no time spent exploring his mindset in any meaningful way. Just a
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
Again, we're just ignoring. We're just
conversation with
ignoring.
Piccolo, who
We're
helps him-
ignoring. We're ignoring the future Trunks arc, and we're ignoring Universe 6 tournament scene, even though that scene was used in the editing. I don't know.
By the way, I like Rain and Dragon Ball. I wish they'd use it more.
find an impossibly
Rand.
quick solution and resolutions to a lifelong issue he specifically has struggled with, all within a single episode's B-plot. This could have been one of the Super Anime's only meaningful character arcs. In the same way Andy in Toy Story 3 grew up alongside the
Wait,
kids
did
that
you just
watched...
say Gohan training with Piccolo is the B plot of that episode?
Yeah. It's
Isn't the title of the episode Piccolo and Gohan training or something?
I think he said in Super. Let me see.
the Super
hear.
Anime's only meaningful
Yeah, he said Super Anime.
character
wait,
arcs.
go back. No, I don't think he did.
Later
Hold
on. There's no time spent exploring his mindset in any meaningful way, just a quick conversation with Piccolo who helps him find an impossibly quick solution and resolutions to a lifelong issue he specifically has struggled with, all within a single episode's B-plot. This could have
Yeah,
been one of
see?
Okay.
A single episode
Okay,
B-plot.
okay, he does say. I thought he was saying super B plot, but no, he does say.
No,
Yeah, he says episode B plot. No, it's not an episode
which is
B
not.
plot.
It's the title of the
yeah,
episode.
this is. They literally dedicated some episodes to Gohan. So.
Yeah, no. So this is okay. Listen. I've been very nice. I've been saying like, you know what, interpretation, Andy, whatever. This is factually wrong, chat.
Yeah, so
a B plot is the secondary plot, so it's not usually the titled plot.
so I'm sure it's just a slip of his tongue or whatever, or maybe he
Maybe.
was just like being.
No, because the B plot seems to be a
maybe,
point here,
maybe
right?
he was trying to be extra or didn't realize fully. I don't know. I'll try to give
I
him
don't
some
know.
slack, but I'd say my main problem is not the interpretation bullshit. It just seems like he's sort of contradicting himself a bit
Right.
when you think about it. So that's my main problem so far.
the Super Anime's only meaningful character arcs. In the same way Andy in Toy Story 3 grew up alongside the kids that watched Toy Story 1, Gohan's story could have provided a mature and interesting exploration into a problem many of his older fans who grew up with him share.
He really wants Gohan to be the main character, like really bad. Like he just wants Gohan.
Wait,
to
but
be...
also I have a really weird point. Andy in Toy Story 3 grows up in a flash, pretty much.
also ironic. I couldn't comment on that because I haven't seen Toy Story 3, but Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
it's literally just like a time skip, pretty much.
And there-
I mean,
and
it's
there
like
goes
a
more-
montage at the beginning.
And
if
there
I don't-
goes
if I
more of
remember
the
correctly.
hypocrisy thing, right? Like he thinks Vegeta is like insanely good. He thinks Goku's training's fine. He thinks Andy's okay. But all of these like trainings or developments, they happen in a flash for a lot of them. So like the
Right.
fact that Gohan actually got all these moments in Super compared to like what a lot of characters in original Dragon Ball got is like crazy to look down on him for. I honestly think he's just mad that Gohan isn't number one. Like he's not the number one main character or something, which I don't think Gohan was ever supposed to be like
He
number
was.
one,
He was.
but
No, he was supposed to be the main character.
like in what
After
the Buu
Goku died,
Saga?
there's a Toriyama interview, and I mean the first chapter of the Buu Saga literally says Gohan's replacing Goku.
Okay,
But
so
there's a Toriyama interview where he just said he couldn't make it work because he couldn't think of an interesting way to do it.
so you could say
does exist.
so you could say he's because I heard Geekdom always like yell at me whenever I said that, so I wasn't sure. So I was like,
Yeah, I don't know why Geekdom always yells at people. There is
'Cause-
literally a Toriyama interview, and there's literally the
'cause-
first chapter of the Buu arc.
so chat. Whenever I talk to Geekdom, he says it doesn't exist, but Carthu says
Bro,
it
wait.
exists.
So give me a second though. Talk to your chat or something. I need
yeah,
to
yeah.
piss really bad.
I actually, funny enough, I actually took a piss when Carthu was ranting one time. But yeah,
That's key.
but yeah, whenever I talk to Geekdom, he says the quote doesn't exist, and then Carthu says it does exist. But for me, I just never looked into it because it never really bothered any of my work. Really, maybe it does more now because I'm more so looking into the narrative, so I should look more into it. But what I was gonna say is like, okay, so if Gohan was intended to be the main character, but now he just couldn't make it work or something, then Gohan ever being pushed as a main character later on probably wouldn't make much sense, right? Because Toriyama is literally saying he couldn't make it work, so it wouldn't really work for him to make him like the frontline main character like that. So it really doesn't make sense to push him there for Super, but I mean, you could push him there for Super and it might be able to work, but it does seem like Toriyama never really intended that for at least for Super. But pressured by fans to change is the myth, maybe. He was pushed for main character in that opening, maybe. Well, like we already talked about this, right? Like Gohan fighting Goku was kind of him pushing himself to the limelight, right? So him fighting Goku and then them beating the fuck out of each other is Gohan fighting his way for that like kind of main character spot. And that's why he's like fighting alongside Frieza. Frieza's considered kind of a main character or like a main powerhouse level character. He's fighting alongside Dispo. Dispo just beat the fuck out of. He was like beating up Hit or giving him a hard time while not even at full power. God Goku and Blue Goku kind of struggle with Dispo too. And now here's Gohan fighting Dispo, right alongside Frieza. You know, kind of making a main character level scene. He makes it to the end to fight the main three Pride Troopers. He fights himself to the main series. So it seems like what I was trying to say is that mainly it seems like Mark is more so mad that Gohan just isn't the number one main character that maybe Toriyama originally intended for the beginning of the Buu Saga, but he had to drop, right? So that's what I'm.
Do you want the
saying.
interview, by the way?
Yeah,
I can send you the
please send it to me so I could like know myself. Like, goddamn,
hold up.
I'm
Let me,
tired. I'm tired of people telling me different shit about
I'm gonna
it.
switch to full cam real quick. I'm just gonna send it to you right now before I forget.
Yeah, no problem. Y'all need to stop shitting on Vegeta, not gonna lie. We didn't shit on Vegeta. We just said that we don't think he's as crazy deep as people think. Like, if you think that's shitting on him, I think you have a problem.
I think the weird thing is people like you are probably like so willing to like shit on Goku for being a boring ass character, but you probably couldn't even tell me what the fuck kind of development Goku's been through. But you'll be here praising Vegeta for just like calming the fuck down and getting married. Like, calm down.
Like, when I make a video, and Carthu will as well, we'll kind of go over it, but Vegeta's like
Mine will be mostly the beginning of the Buu arc.
It's just not the most crazy thing you can imagine. Like, people over exaggerate what really happened with Vegeta. So
let me see. Control F. Gohan.
no, I like Goku better than Vegeta. Well, you should because
And
Goku's
the Cell
way
arc
better written.
ended. Did you think that everyone felt you put Gohan into the leading role? I intended to put Gohan into the leading role. It didn't work out. I felt compared to Goku, he was ultimately not suited for the part.
Yeah. So
Quite literally the
That's good.
intention.
that's a good interview if I could have it. But
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now. I'm full cam.
I explained my
there you go, I
my
sent it.
view if that's the case. I said, okay, well, in that case, Gohan is fighting his way for more of a main position in the story that he couldn't more fully do in the Buu Saga. Maybe that Toriyama wanted him to do, but just felt like it just didn't work. Now Gohan really is kind of fighting for like that main character kind of role in Super, which we kind of talked about earlier. But
Carthu, you sure it's not about the fake news that Toriyama made Goku the MC again because of death threats. No, this is the Daizen. This is Kanzenshu, and
we
it's
see the interview as well? Let me see.
What? I
Oh,
sent it. Yeah.
they want to see the interview as well. I will put it on the screen after the video if you guys just remind me, because I'm a screen
This
sharing,
is the this is in the Daizenshu 2, the story guide.
That's
this
funny.
is an interview in the Daizenshu. Why do people act like this isn't real? I don't understand. Like, you just ignore the Daizen. I have the Daizenshu on my shelf back there. You want me to pull out which page the interview is on?
Yeah, so like I said, I've heard so many different things, and I never looked into it because I'm only recently kind of getting into narrative. So, yeah, we can continue then.
Oh, Breezy was fucking with me. He said apparently Gohan was the only character to beat Goku in a Japan popularity poll back in the day.
That's funny.
Hey, in my
Mark's
opinion,
really that bad?
completely
Not bad. It's just
squandered.
like weird interpretations. That's all.
With characters like Vegeta, who's
You can tell that he has like this bias for Gohan that like he wants it to be very particular, and it's just not gonna turn out that way.
I forgot I was showing my DMs. Hold up. It leaked. I leaked everything, Seth. That's it. They saw never TM.
He leaked that I was getting caffeine. I'm gonna have to unfriend him.
had to deal with arrogance in one way or another. He could have offered tremendous opportunities for conversation that could have benefited them both in the long term. This could have given Gohan the...
Let me redo that because I don't remember what the fuck.
Yeah, I didn't hear a word he fucking said.
All right, let me redo
Oh,
that.
that's too far. This hunchback Gohan again.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah. We can watch Andy. Oh, okay. There.
We'll
Let's
go.
hear it.
We'll do Andy. Fuck
A
it.
little bit back. Yeah.
Fuck it.
This could have
Let's go
been
now.
one of the Super Anime's only meaningful character arcs.
this
in the
is the
same
B-plot.
way Andy in Toy Story 3 grew up alongside the kids that watched Toy Story
Okay,
1.
pause this again.
Gohan...
I really want to emphasize, Andy in Toy Story 3 is. Please correct me if I'm fucking wrong. Andy in Toy Story 3 grew up in like literally a few minutes in the beginning of the movie, right? I'm like 99% sure that's what happens. Gohan, we actually see grow up alongside us, like with short time skips to make jumps. Obviously, the 7-year one is big, but he turns into a 16-year-old. So like short time skips between things. We grow up alongside him. We see him. We even fucking learn he gets married and stuff. We see him form the relationship that he gets married, like that he eventually marries into. Like this shit all happens on screen. This is actually on screen, unlike the training shit.
Someone said Mark is saying Andy represents the fans that grew up. Let me see. I don't believe that. Let me see.
No, he does, but like it doesn't matter because he grows up in a flash, whereas Gohan does actually grow up alongside the fans, right?
All within
my
a
point.
single episode's B-plot. This could have been one of the Super Anime's only meaningful character arcs. In the same way Andy in Toy Story 3 grew up alongside the kids that watched Toy Story 1, Gohan's story could have provided a
I don't
mature and
understand
interesting
that
exploration.
What does he mean Andy
Yeah.
in Toy Story 3 grows up alongside the kids in Toy Story 1? It's a montage. It's a montage of him growing up.
I guess maybe he's not saying Andy is good. It's just an example of another character who did. Maybe
No, but
maybe
that's the
okay.
idea.
Maybe Naruto was a better example though. Like maybe like Naruto or something. Like not Andy from Toy Story.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Goku's a better fucking example of someone
Even
growing up alongside you.
Goku. Yeah. So let's
Into
continue.
a problem many of his older fans who grew up with him share, and they, in my opinion, completely squandered it. With characters like Vegeta, who's had to deal with arrogance in one way or another, he could have offered tremendous opportunities for conversation that could have benefited
So
them
shiny.
both in the long term. This
Yeah.
could have given Gohan the impetus for a meaningful change
wait,
of
did you just
character
hear
through
that?
natural and
Wait, what did he say?
He said, and basically, by the way, Piccolo had this conversation with Gohan, but he's saying, no, since Vegeta was also arrogant at certain points, Vegeta should be the one to talk to Gohan about arrogance.
Oh, okay. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
so you know what's super cool about that? It's another way to put Vegeta in the story. Mark is so hyped. If Mark could have this series be Gohan main character with
Dude,
Vegeta side character,
Dude,
side
honestly,
character,
he just wants to replace Goku with Gohan. Like, and just
Yeah.
have Vegeta be his right-hand man.
that's how it seems, right?
Yeah,
I saw-
literally.
he made a tier list of Dragon Ball characters though, and Goku was like second place.
I don't know.
Bulma was first place, the female character herself.
The female character. I still think. Okay, by the way, he put Dodoria above Jiren. I've heard that
He
before.
doesn't like Jiren.
I talked. Okay, me and Swag were talking to someone, and that's not the first time I've heard that. Okay.
What, Dodoria is better than Jiren?
There's another motherfucker who said Dodoria is just better than Jiren. I'm just like,
You ready?
I'm like, okay. I get it because like the tension and maybe the way he's written, but like as a developed character, is Dodoria more developed? Like, is he really? Were people lining up in Mexico watching Dodoria fight Vegeta? Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
maybe there's kind of a disparity there, But and like, what is fighting Dodoria represent for the characters that like Zarbon maybe couldn't do or something like that? It's just like, I don't know.
You know who I think is actually better than Jiren? I don't know if you would disagree. You might.
Let's hear it.
Nappa.
Well, Nappa's a cool character though. Like, he's not like
Nappa is such a good representation.
Nappa's
my
not
only
fucking
gripe with the
Dodoria,
Saiyan saga,
like...
and people get mad at me for saying this, and people have gotten mad at me on Twitter because they misunderstand because I only have so many fucking characters to type out like how I would change things in the Saiyan saga.
Saying Nappa's good isn't even a meme. Yeah, someone brought that up. Like, it's not even a hot take, I don't think.
I think the Saiyan saga is, well, that's not the hot take. I think the Saiyan saga is really good. I think it does have some weird issues though that I don't like, and they set a bad precedent for the rest of the series. And like one of those is like I feel like I said this. I should have elaborated more. I feel like Ten Shinhan should have killed Nappa.
Okay.
But either that, but realistically, when I think about it more, I think there should have just been a third Saiyan. And the humans and Piccolo beat that third Saiyan, who's weaker than Nappa.
And then Nappa comes in like,
then Nappa comes in, and Nappa is then the indomitable force that creates fear and tension.
Well, that's what like
because it always felt like they could never beat Nappa.
I feel what you're saying, but I feel like that's what the Cybermen were supposed to be for. But like the Cybermen just aren't like thematically cool because they're not like really beating a Saiyan, Like they're just...
exactly. That's my point. Yeah. That's why I don't like. I would replace the Cybermen with another Saiyan. That other Saiyan takes advantage of Yamcha's arrogance, right? And is the reason he dies. Everyone else realizes, oh, this Saiyan's actually pretty strong, etc., etc. I feel like that could have worked a bit better because I feel like, despite people saying, oh, well, Gohan and Krillin help in the end to beat Vegeta, there's the teamwork aspect. Well, yeah, but we literally
not Raditz. He means in the fight, like replace the Cybermen with a new Saiyan, like a fourth Saiyan.
So there would be 4 total, 3 in the fight. Yeah.
Right.
People think I fucking forgot about Raditz. You know what I do for a living?
Come on, man.
Wait, you guys want to see my Viz Bigs? I bet you guys have never held a physical manga, you poor motherfuckers.
So what I was gonna say though is I felt like that tier list was pretty contrived. Like I don't even think that's his actual opinion. Like I think if he thought about it for like 2 seconds, like is Dodoria really better than Jiren? Like come on, dude.
People just don't like Jiren because of his backstory. But what's weird about his backstory is it doesn't matter.
Right. So I don't know.
If anything, the backstory is just to establish he parallels Goku's in some notable ways that aren't that interesting.
And like I think he even said like Kui was like high tier or something. It was weird. It's just like
bro, can we look at that tier list after this video?
We'll do it after the video. Yeah, after the video we'll look at it. But like it was just such a contrived, weird.
I'm gonna give him credit though. I'm giving him a fucking credit. He put Bulma and Goku as the top 2. Peak. Bulma's such a fucking... Yeah, I don't know what his video is about. I don't want to watch his video. I'm going to assume his video that's 10 minutes long. Just like, he's like r/whooshing all that shit.
Dodoria analysis when? Apparently, I need to make one, man. I need to make one.
Wait, doesn't he have a thumbnail with Dodoria in it or something?
I think so. Let's finish this first real quick.
Yeah, okay. Let's finish.
Progression, and it would have given Vegeta a perfect jumping off point for the arc he would eventually undergo later on in Super's manga with Moro and
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
he just said Vegeta talking to Gohan about arrogance would lead to Vegeta being resentful.
He said it would like be a better
jumping off point. I think the jump
off point should have been the Frieza fight, like or something.
The jump off point should have been the Frieza fight, or the combination of the Frieza fight and meeting the Universe 6 Saiyans who were inherently good.
Thank you for the tier 3 sub, man. Really appreciate it.
Ooh, super simps.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I think that the jumping off point there is legitimately fine, right? Him seeing Namek, him finding out about these Namekians. I just think it's weird timing for him to question these things. You know what I mean? You're in the middle of fighting this, like, monster god planet-eating goat, and you're like, hey, what happened? Hey, is that village that I killed Duanite? No, they're fucking dead. They didn't get revived because you weren't one of Frieza's soldiers. Ah, shit, man. Ah, dude.
Damn.
I'm sorry about that, man. You know, my hand slipped, dude. You know what? I got you, dog. I'll take
Right.
out the goat. And then the planet gets destroyed.
Right. It should have been the Frieza saga that started it, and then, yeah, you're right. But we continue.
Granola.
Yeah.
Imagine a nuanced, interesting concept like struggling with arrogance in high-pressure situations with a mentor character that struggled with it in a final fight against a father figure that has found a way to float the balance between arrogance and confidence perfectly, to act as the final test before he must leave his family to fight for the good of everyone in the most high-pressure situation of his young life. I mean, it writes itself and it's brilliant.
I have a question for you.
However, instead of
What's up?
He just hyped himself up there. He just said that was brilliant.
That actually was him jerking himself off in a way.
Yeah, that
was
literally
funny.
was.
Yeah.
What I want to know is, I don't know how I feel about this. I've never thought about it too hard.
All
So I'll
right.
talk to you because we get like good
Right.
results when we talk.
Sure.
Is Goku overconfident? Is Whis just fucking wrong?
It depends. I mean, it depends. On
Right?
your
That's what I
interpretation.
think. It
Yeah.
depends, right?
Yeah.
Like
'Cause-
obviously that the whole point is to show what happens in ROF.
Right.
That's the whole point.
And like
But,
even then, it's kind of like, is it overconfidence because he thought he won the fight? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, and he did win the fight.
Yeah.
He's telling Frieza to fuck off.
Yeah. Maybe you could say it's more like he has like ADHD where he was like over fixated on Frieza and like forgot anyone else existed more so.
I know
than-
Mark made a video on that, Arlo. That's why I was questioning it.
It
'Cause
seems more like
Mark's
over
opinion is
fixation.
Goku isn't overconfident. I might agree.
It's more like overfixation because he thought he beat Frieza before when he was Super Saiyan Goku. Well, he didn't think he beat him, but like he thought, okay, he could turn off Super Saiyan and leave. I don't know if that's like no, that is actually in the manga as well. He does turn off Super Saiyan, I think. So
Yeah,
he literally
his muscles shrink a little bit.
he
too. It's
literally
really cool.
turns off Super Saiyan because he thought he beat Frieza, but like he was still on guard enough to like reactivate Super Saiyan and dodge Frieza's attacks if he came at him. But then in Revival of Frieza, he's not able to react to the laser. So I think it's just more like overfixation on Frieza. I don't even know if it's like blatantly overconfidence. Yeah. So
Yeah, but it's like weird too. It's like Whis like punches him in the stomach, right? Or knife edge.
are we talking about the anime? I think we're talking about the anime because in the anime he's just like you loosen up too much when you fight and he stabs him in the kidney like
right.
And then Vegeta, you're too tense. He bops.
Doesn't
him.
he say overconfident? I think he says overconfident in the anime, in the official subs.
Okay. Well, when I watched it, I sort of like he was too loose or something.
Well,
or...
Super didn't have official subs for a while, actually.
Yeah, so maybe I read like a mistrans, but
yeah.
Or I guess it is.
All right, let's keep watching. I just wanted to know what your take
story
was.
over the course of months
My take is that the Frieza fight is not overconfidence, but we'll just go with it.
and years of struggle, Gohan, through a single
You agree with
confrontation
Mark,
with
then, I
Piccolo,
think.
overcomes a fundamental and deeply rooted personality flaw, all within the confines of a single episode's B-plot within Dragon Ball Super, making this
He said B plot again.
The B plot again.
feel less
Okay,
But-
can we check?
Wait,
Hold up,
was
I'll
that-
check right now.
Hold on, let's see if this was episode. Did you say episode this time?
confrontation with Piccolo, overcomes a fundamental
episode
and deeply
B-plot.
rooted personality flaw, all within the confines of a single episode's B-plot.
He says it again. He says, dude, he doesn't even say B plot of Super. He just says fucking episode.
Yeah, let me go to Universe Survival.
He's specifically just wrong. Yeah, I don't know. That's just wrong.
This is so weird because it's so blatantly wrong, right?
I'm
Unless maybe we're crazy. Maybe Piccolo and Gohan and Piccolo, teacher and pupil, clash in max training. That's quite literally the entire episode's plot.
Yeah, that's the B. Like, and not only does he like, okay, I was like at first
The
maybe.
B plot of that, the B plot of this episode, by the way, is Kaba in Universe 6 meeting Renzo
I was like-
and finding out about Caulifla.
I was like, okay, maybe at first I was wrong. Like maybe he was just like, okay, I was like, oh, maybe he's just miswording it a little bit, you know. And he's like, but no, he says episode B plot again, specifically episode B plot. He doesn't say like a B plot in Super. or
That's
anything.
just literally blatantly wrong. And
Yeah.
the whole, and what it does is it poisons the well. It literally poisons the well because like, oh, this was a B plot. Yeah, don't go back and check though.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not. Mark also has some weird things. Like, didn't he do like a poll on Twitter and then like he said the exact opposite of what people voted on the poll in his video or
I
something
talked
like
to him about that, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't mean the poll to be like. I just wanted to know what people thought. I didn't
It's-
want
I
mean
wanted-
for them to agree with me."
I wanted to know what people thought so that I would say that people think this way which is contrary to what the poll actually said, which is like really bizarre. Like, I'm assuming he already had the video done when he made the poll, but
Maybe.
yeah, but like it's
That
just
could be possible.
it just
Maybe
seems
he thought like
disingenuous,
Gen
a lot of
1. It was a Pokemon poll, I think.
yeah.
Maybe he thought Gen 1ers would come
I
out.
thought
in
no,
force
I
and
thought
say
he
that.
made one with Beerus too. Like, do you guys think Beerus is a good character or something? And everyone's like, yeah, we love Beerus.
Oh, really? Wait, I don't know about the Beerus
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Oh,
he was
shit.
like- he
I
was
think
like-
he does it for every video. I'm not
Yeah,
even
he was
kidding.
like, do you guys like Beerus, or do you think Beerus is well done? And everyone's like, yeah, we love Beerus. And then in his video where he's like, people usually agree Beerus wasn't like handled well or something like that. It was weird.
Wait,
like,
really? I
it
never
was
watched his
it was
Beerus video.
something like that. It was like a vague memory of something weird like that. But let's continue.
That's weird.
within Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Super, making this feel less deserving, and moreover, making Gohan seem like an idiot who didn't even bother trying to think about it. At the end of the day, after
good
that
old
dust had settled
days.
and all the talk surrounding my previous video calmed down, what surprised me the most was how readily fans of the Gohan character were willing to accept any shine his character would receive as evidence of a resurgence, when from my point of view, this was only further evidence to the contrary. I adore Gohan as a character, and like
Wait,
all
can
of
we
you
just-
watching,
can we
his
just-
high points in the series
Oh,
offer
pause
me
this, pause this. Oh no, Aaron's the biggest Gohan stan of all
Let's
time.
go.
Oh no. Aaron, no.
Wait, is
I
Aaron
hope
gonna
Aaron agreed to
copyright
be
me?
in this video?
Is he gonna copyright me for showing this on stream? Oh, let's
Some of
hold
those-
on. All right.
Who, the
wait.
artist?
Yeah, there we go. Well, it doesn't matter.
Aaron,
He's not on
she.
screen.
It's fine. She won't copyright you, don't worry. The man. Did you hear that though?
What'd he say?
He
Exactly.
kind of said, "Yo, I don't understand how y'all so stupid as to think like
The
Gohan gets a
brilliant mark.
glimmer of shine." But in my point of view, like,
Yeah, like the brilliant mark. That's what I was saying too to the chat. Like, you can just tell there's like some underlying entitlement.
Breezy, I know she
Ego.
disagreed with the video because I talk to Erin all the time. She does a lot of art for me. Shout out Erin Van Doon on Twitter. She does great art. But I was wondering if she agreed to have her art used in the video because she usually doesn't like her art being used in videos she doesn't agree with.
Does that mean
But maybe-
we
maybe she-
gotta bop Aaron too? Does Aaron agree with the video? Fuck. L.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
Oh.
No,
Dude.
she literally spoke to me about not agreeing with this video.
Oh, what the hell? Yeah, you got a DM.
Aaron is geek. Aaron is really good at fucking Dragon Ball narrative analysis.
Yeah, you got a DM like, hey, did you agree to this fan art in this video? Or...
iconic and enjoyable from my childhood.
She knows it's there.
However,
She's seen the
as I
videos
hope
now. I
I
guess
explained
it's
in
fine.
this video, superficial window dressing isn't enough to grant substance to a character that has been bankrupt of substance, in my opinion, for an unjustified amount of time. All I have to do is point to characters like Piccolo Jr.'s introduction and his sacrifice
He
for
wants his PTSD LSD trip Gohan to fight fucking Boo Goku. and then Gohan will be a good character. Dude, okay, so we finished the whole fucking video. This is not adult
What was he
Gohan.
saying with Piccolo? What was he saying with Piccolo? Come on, let's finish it out.
Gohan, or Vegeta's ruthless
Back it up,
lone wolf
back it up.
persona, and his
Okay.
event, in my opinion, for an unjustified amount of time. All I have to do is point to characters like Piccolo Jr.'s introduction and his sacrifice for Gohan, or Vegeta's ruthless lone wolf persona and his eventual sacrifice in defense of those he built relationships
Pause it.
with, to show you
Mark just said, "Hey, I really like anti-heroes. You see these two characters that did the same fucking thing? Yeah, I like both of these.
Well, like,
This guy not anti-hero. I don't like that."
we really need to hurry up that Vegeta video. Like, seriously, like.
Yeah.
all what the benefit of time and thought gives to a particular moment. It gives it substance, it gives it weight.
Dude, Gohan's arm, this is like off topic, it's pure tricep. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, oh my god.
Thought gives to a particular
He
moment.
only knows
It
how to
gives
do
it
push-ups.
substance, it gives it weight, it makes it meaningful. And until such time Gohan's character receives that, he will, unfortunately, remain a hollow character.
He's doing this super
Thanks for
eye
watching.
patch wolf fucking sound like he's about to cry thing. I hate that shit. What the what does that too? I don't know why they do it.
That's weird.
Make it sound like they're about to cry. Hold on.
Alright,
Now
so-
hold on. I
Hold on,
have
hold
to
on. There
piss.
might be-
I have
Okay,
to piss.
Well, no, there might be something going on, so I'll be right back too.
Okay.
Hold up. All right, chat. Deal with it. Talk to yourselves about the video. I'll play some music. Yo, chat. So my opinion, I think that the Cell should have been the final boss of Dragon Ball Z. Maybe. I think Buu Saga's a bit messy in the middle. I think its resolution's pretty decent. I think its beginning is pretty solid, actually, really. I think the beginning of the Buu Saga, really, really good. Middle, kind of messy. It doesn't know what direction it really wants to go. And then when you get to the end of the Buu Saga, it sort of finds an ending that can resolve all those lines. Gohan isn't that guy anymore. His new character is a family man that's not overconfident.
Dude.
That's kind of the point, yeah.
Dude, I just pissed so long that my dick got tired. Like, like holy fuck.
He did some push-ups on it. Mark's had some better vids. This ain't it. But I could see where he's coming from. I don't know which videos I think. I like his JoJo reviews. I don't think I've ever agreed with the Dragon Ball video from Mark, to be honest.
I don't think his Dragon Ball takes. I heard that before too. Like whenever he talks about anything else, it's like.
Oh, you know what he's starting soon?
Apparently he does good, but
he's gonna review Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, I feel he ain't gonna do this one right. There's no way.
And then next he's reviewing Naruto.
Oh hell no!
Seth has new weekly content.
Oh hell, we got some weekly content once he starts doing Naruto. Holy shit, man! There's no way in fuck he's gonna do Naruto.
His JoJo videos are really well edited, by the way, because AJ edited them, and AJ is a goat editor. AJ's very good at editing.
Oh, he ain't doing Naruto properly. I don't believe it. There ain't no fucking way.
He might. I feel like his takes for Dragon Ball, kind of like Super Eye Patch Wolf, are caught up in the nostalgia and the version that they saw when they were kids, rather than the manga they would read today.
Maybe. Like I said, I did say that he does have like a bias clearly, so maybe he just doesn't have the bias for series he doesn't actually fanboy over.
Right. Have you ever seen Super Eye Patch Wolf's GT video?
No.
AJ has an anime AJ? Yep. Anime AJ.
No, I haven't seen that.
So that video, he literally spews things about the dub of it.
Well, I mean, Super Eye Patch Wolf isn't very smart. Like I said, he's just like, he knows, okay, Super Eye Patch Wolf knows how to edit, and he does the whole crybaby thing at the end of the video or while it's going on. Like,
I haven't watched a Super Eye Patch Wolf video since.
I'm telling you, it's the crybaby thing. It gets you views. Right. I'm telling you, you act like you're about to cry because of what's happening. You just get views, dude. I don't know why. Like, so many people do it now.
So we wanted to see his tier list, right?
Oh yeah. Where is that? I'm not showing Twitter on stream. I need to show. I'll show the picture.
Oh wait! You're showing Twitter because I'm showing your screen. Okay, there you go. You're good. Go. Yeah, go and then just right click, open in a new tab.
Wait, is it here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit! Almost shit. Luckily, I don't follow degenerate shit, so you're lucky. All right, where is it? How far do I have to scroll?
It should be sometime soon. If you went to media, you would have seen all his pictures.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, you're gonna watch his Keijo review next?
Yeah, dude, I'm really interested in that.
The dumpy.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that is.
Right click. Yeah. Open it big.
It's so...
Wait, was that the? No. You did X that. Yeah. Open that image. Now right click, open a new tab. And we could go through this.
All right, yeah, cool. Let me open this up on stream.
Yeah, me too. React. Let's see.
Do you guys see the tier list? Is it visible?
They can't quite see it for me, but I could just reposition it for them. It's fine.
I can make it bigger, actually. Let me make it bigger.
No, I need it smaller. So.
Oh.
Yeah, for you it should be good. You're taking up like the full screen.
Wait, chat.
I have to make it smaller so they can actually see all the characters. Jesus. Like this or something, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's as good as I'm gonna get it, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
So I'm assuming this is just I'm assuming this is just his personal preference. So.
Okay, so he said in terms of design and characterization, I think, in the replies.
Did he say that? I can't look, so.
I think, yeah. I could check it in a new tab. Hold up.
Yeah.
Because my shit's not showing. And listen, if Mark ever watches this and wants to like talk to us about it, he can talk on
Oh,
stream. We'd have
yeah.
fun.
Woo! I'm ready.
I'd be down to talk to him.
Yeah, we're ready to talk.
He is. Hey, he's reasonable to talk to. I've
Okay.
spoken with him before.
Okay.
So
Interpretation though. Yeah.
interpretation, Andy, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that you have to do that though. It's like when you talk narrative, because like your whole view. Also inherently, right? You're basing it off of your own biases. So like when someone says Goku's not a hero, it's because they have a preconceived notion of what a hero is, right? That sort of thing.
So-
And that is naturally biased.
Did you confirm it,
Understand.
by the way?
What?
The like what he thought about it, like what he was ranking them by.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. List
Okay.
is based on how much I like the characters, could be design, how well they're written, or how funny I thought they were.
Okay.
So they're based on anything?
Is it just random? I don't know.
It's kind of random at that point. Like, in terms of like a design outweighing. Well, let's go through it. I think we both agree that the first two are fine.
Like I said, Dodoria on par with King
Wait. Let's
Piccolo.
go from the top down. Wait, let's go from the top down.
Okay. So, Bulma, I don't really know a lot about Bulma, or else, like I haven't like looked into her too much, so I don't know.
Design-wise, though, if we're talking design-wise, really good. Humor-wise, she's really good, and she's very relevant to the plot.
Right, especially for
and her, like,
which is
she does
funny
have her own growth.
because she's not like a combative character, but she's so relevant, which is really interesting.
She's extremely important in many plot lines, and unlike most Dragon Ball women, it doesn't feel like too bad. She doesn't get the get pregnant and stay home treatment too bad. Like she has her moments outside of that.
I think she even does,
Especially
stuff
if
in
you
Goku
include
Black.
future. I don't know. Do they include? I'm assuming future Bulma is included as the same character because I don't see her on here twice, unless
Well,
I'm missing.
Is Future
Bulma.
Gohan on here?
Or is Future Trunks on here?
Future Trunks is on there, but I'm assuming he might be a little.
Yeah,
bit
those
different.
are quite different though.
Yeah, I don't see
All right.
Future Gohan on here.
Yeah, and I don't see Future Bulma, so I'm gonna assume that Bulma and Future Bulma are considered the same. So, yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that. That's fine with me.
Okay. Goku S tier, hard agree. Good. Frieza S tier. What do you think?
I'm okay with that, but I'm not like his favorite arc is Frieza Saga. For those who don't know,
I like. Okay, so Frieza's design really strong.
and his forms too, because this will include all of them.
Yeah.
His demeanor is really interesting. The like polite,
Right.
but it hides something deeper and darker.
Iconic. But
Yeah, his importance to what Goku currently is really fundamental, right?
Mhm.
He's sort of the only way you could have Goku truly accept that his nature is just as important as his nurture is to have him face the person that wiped out the Saiyans.
But should Frieza be on the same tier as Goku? Like, I don't know. Like maybe Frieza should be like the beginning of A
Maybe
tier.
there should be an S+ tier. I feel like that's really what's missing here.
Maybe because like Goku is more like a perfect character almost for this. So
Because
it's
like when I look at F and I like think, or I look at B and I think about Frieza being A, I'm like, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, because it would seem like everyone lower inherently probably.
Yeah.
So
Right.
So
So I think
may-
there might be an S+
right.
tier
So
for Goku and Bulma.
Goku and Bulma S plus. Frieza is probably like just S tier. King Kai S tier. I like King Kai, but
I
don't
think he's going for the comedy. He likes King Kai's puns, probably.
right.
This is probably a purely comedic choice.
Yeah. Krillin S tier. Think about it.
I think Krillin works more as a plot device than a character that grows over time. Though in the Cell and Android saga, he does pretty well.
I think he kind of like if he thinks Gohan fell off, my God, what does he think about Krillin? Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
Krillin falls off super hard. And he has Gohan ranked below Krillin, and that Gohan should
Yeah.
include young Gohan.
So I feel like it has to be for something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mr. Satan S tier probably because he's funny.
No, Mr. Satan is one of the best developed characters in Dragon Ball. Fight me.
Okay.
So fucking good.
I'm gonna
No,
fight you.
unbelievably good.
I'm gonna hit you with the dynamite kick, dude. Or is it dynamite
Bro.
punch? I don't remember.
Bro, the guy who's like a fake and a fraud, scared of everything going on around him, going to the point where he's willing to take this android's head and throw it to this child to save the world.
All right.
takes the credit for that battle, moves on
Chat.
to the Buu saga where he befriends Majin Buu and potentially stops the threat preemptively.
Chat.
Bro, he's so good. And then he
Chat.
saves the day. He's literally the
I'm
reason
gonna-
they win the Buu saga.
No, I do like Mr. Satan, but
He's funny. That
I'm
also helps.
gonna hit you with the dynamite kick. Anyway, Piccolo. Piccolo is probably S tier. I don't know. Why is Vados? Okay, so like
Wait, why is Vados up there?
Vados
Oh,
is
wait,
just like girl.
He said
Whis?
something about that if I remember. I think he said something about that.
Like what?
I think he said he just likes that she's funny.
Is she that funny? Oh, maybe.
Like the way she picks on I just think she's hilarious.
Doesn't she just say, Champa, you need to lose weight? Like
this is what he said. I'm reading it to you. I just think she's hilarious. She exists to throw shade on Champa. So he just likes fat jokes, apparently.
I don't know if this tier list really matters then. Like if that's
If that's the qualification, yeah. I don't know. We can keep going through it. It's fine.
Yeah, sure. Vegeta S tier, sure. I mean,
sure.
I
Whis
feel like
S tier, sure.
he's S tier if Goku's S plus though.
Yeah.
Next is Android 18. Would Android 18 and Beerus be on the same tier?
Honestly, Android 18 has some pretty decent development.
But I feel like if we're going for like the whole comedy, like I feel like Beerus.
True, Beerus is funny as fuck.
Beerus is so likable. Like I feel like Beerus is just as likable as Whis actually.
Yeah, if not more so.
Yeah, I feel like Beerus probably would be S tier by this
S
logic.
tier. Yeah.
Broly, I don't know really.
We haven't had our conversation on the Broly movie. It'd take too long.
I don't think I've ever thought about Broly really like that.
Yeah, and if you're talking about manga Broly, like this panel,
is manga Broly A tier? Because yeah, I don't know about that one. Future Trunks. Now, if you ask Swag Kage, that Swag Kage would say Future Trunks is E tier because basically, so I'll just tell you what Swag thinks of him because it's like Future Trunks has this moment where he comes in and he's like Frieza, and he chops him in half, you know, and then from there on he's just kind of the hype for him kind of just dies really. Like he doesn't really do anything nearly as cool as his introduction for a lot of people. So I don't know about Mark's reasoning for him to being A tier. I don't know what you think, but that's Swag's take on it.
Yeah, so I like him in terms of his own internal struggles and stuff. I don't think he necessarily needs to be the hero. If we're including Super, which I'm assuming we are, I actually like Anime Super's take of him being thematically him being the one to take out Merge Zamos is fine.
Yeah.
I think Merge Zamos becoming Infinite Zamos takes away from that ending. But thematically, that is a strong ending.
That was supposed to build up the whole don't rely on the gods thing, but it was totally irrelevant. I don't think they needed to shoehorn it there, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Because the whole arc, they weren't relying on the gods, right? Like Beerus couldn't help them or anything, so they weren't relying on the gods. So they kind of just shoehorned. They just shoehorned the button kind of at the end.
I just noticed something. He has Cell on here twice.
He has it 3 times.
What?
Yeah, he has a imperfect.
But he doesn't have all the forms of Frieza, does he?
He has Semi-Cell at E.
Yeah, but he doesn't have all the forms of Frieza, right?
No. I guess all Frieza forms are just equal. Maybe, is he arguing that Cell has, like, a different character with the form?
Yeah, he does it with Boo, too. Look, there's Boo tanks on the list as well.
Okay.
Okay, weird. So Frieza, I'd say Frieza's personality is consistent through his transformations enough. Cell, I think Imperfect Cell is different enough from Semi-Perfect and Perfect, but I don't think Semi-Perfect and Perfect are that different.
Yeah, they kind of both are just egotistical, yeah.
Yeah, so which makes it weird that one's E tier and the other's B. Like, anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Imperfect Cell, I think is pretty good.
Jacko, aka Zalama, is A tier.
He might be S tier if he becomes Zalama, and Seth's right.
Yeah, if he becomes Zalama, he's probably S tier.
If Seth is right, Seth's gonna buy merch for Jocko. He's gonna get a shirt with the Galactic Patrol symbol on it.
I'm telling y'all, that's Zalama, bro. There's no way it's not. Anyway.
Yo, Batmu A tier, let's go. That's actually peak.
Mercenary Tao. So
yeah.
I understand, like, Mercenary Tao is kind of like he's like the genesis of the whole, like, guy that fucks up Goku and the darkness and shit like that, but other than that,
well, I think notably his like return him working as a foil to what Ten Shinhan used to be
Sure.
when he returns in the 23rd is really good.
Okay. Yes.
So I can understand him being A tier. I'd probably push him down to B tier,
He
considering
actually-
Goku Black is in B tier.
He put Moro above Perfect Cell. That's crazy. I mean, I'm all for it. Fuck yeah, hell yeah. But personally,
yeah, I wouldn't put
but like,
Moro above Goku Black personally, but yeah.
but like thinking about it, it's crazy that he has like not because I disagree inherently, but like wow, he put some
Yeah.
respect on Moro's name because like he misinterpreted Jiren so fucking hard. But
He said Moro is the best arc in Super, so.
yeah, I guess so. I guess he really fucking
Oracle
meant it.
Fish?
Oracle Fish, the boy, the strongest warrior is coming.
Technically a girl. Technically a girl, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Boy with an eye. Boy with an eye. gender neutral.
Roshi 8. I feel like Roshi's S tier. I don't know. Like Roshi's so
Roshi
cool.
might be S tier.
Yeah, I think Roshi's S tier because like he's funny. He's like his character's unique. I don't know. He's just so
And his
Dragon
whole
Ball.
point is to like he instills the lesson that that's completed by the end of original
Dude,
Dragon Ball.
even now, like even in the Tournament of Power, like watching him fight was like still like one of the best parts. Like he's just so
Bro,
good.
he has such a cool arsenal too.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the only characters that could do a bunch of shit.
Roshi is definitely S tier, and also like
Yeah.
the lessons he instilled on Goku, like he's like really top
Are
tier.
still fundamental to Goku now.
Yeah, he's so important and cool.
Which is actually why I would put Popo probably higher. Popo being that low is kind of.
Popo, no, Popo worse than. Why does he like Dodoria so much?
all right, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay.
All right, Ten Shinhan A. I think we're both fine with that, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Goku.
Now
I think Goku Black is fucking awesome. I don't know why.
Goku Black is A tier.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Or S. Actually, I would say S.
I
but
feel like.
yeah,
I feel
I
like.
would argue it.
For me and a lot of people, Goku Black is kind of what started bringing Dragon Ball back a lot since Battle of Gods.
Right.
And like
Sure.
the way he fought was really like swaggy and cool. Like everything about him was just dope to me.
What's
but
so sick about Goku Black, and especially in the anime, they make this abundantly clear. Goku Black makes and is a flawed character because he chose to steal this body that desires something like strength and fighting and mortal desires that compromise his pursuit of his end goal.
Right.
Which makes him a super cool character that not only has a fairly interesting for Dragon Ball standards end goal that he thinks he's right in, a moral pursuit, he also is inevitably flawed by his own design, which is so fucking badass. Why aren't you immortal? This body craves fighting. I don't want that bullshit power. I want real power.
I think the anime did that better then because it kind of like better exaggerates when you put those two together that it's inherently flawed, right? So yeah, that's
and it seems like he must be talking about anime and manga here, so because of the Broly scan and stuff. So I'm gonna take it as both.
Chilai is just Chilai.
Chilai actually is a flat character.
Yeah,
her fundamental truth does not change throughout that movie.
She's fun and she has a nice ass. I guess I get it.
Let's go.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Cell.
I would put. So we both agree Goku Black should be higher, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Especially considering he put Zamos and merged Zamos separate.
Okay, so perfect Cell is. Let's see who's below. I mean, I don't. When you described Perfect Cell to me that one time, where he's like, he has like, he's like basically.
Don't go too into detail.
Okay, I won't spoil too much. But when you described Perfect Cell to me that one time, it kind of made me think, damn, he kind of is kind of like cool in that way.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean,
I might bump him to A.
Yeah, he's like low A.
Especially if we have an S plus tier. I think he could fit in A.
It's crazy.
Low A.
Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't put Gohan on here 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm also surprised about? That Gohan's B tier.
Isn't that his favorite character?
No, Vegeta is.
What?
Well, apparently not by this list. Apparently Bulma is.
Yeah.
Unless the rows aren't ordered. But I'm pretty sure Vegeta is his favorite character. At least from what I remember.
Gohan B tier? I don't know if I agree with that.
I think we both disagreed fundamentally with his like approach to adult Gohan.
I think if he heard our explanation, he'd probably bump him. So probably A higher. But...
Nah, he'd probably say he understands that we have a different interpretation. I'm
true,
not gonna lie.
True. He would ego it. Yeah.
All right, Granola. I don't think we know enough about him to be 100% sure, but I'd say yeah, B tier for now.
He's
until we
coolish.
know more.
For me, the final Getsuga Tensho Adult Gone kind of power up, kind of cringy, but I do like his direction. I just feel like it's a bit contrived sometimes. But other than that, I do think, you know, thematically.
Why did they give him
and, like,
3 fucking years?
thematically and like what he's going for, I think it's cool. So
Yeah,
I can
his
understand.
goals are cool. He actually has a motive. He's invested in the characters that are around and making it feel like Frieza and Broly potentially have a purpose in this fucking story, which Moreau kind of failed to do, despite Moreau going around the fucking galaxy and shit, never running into Frieza Force and shit. Like, come on. There was like a bonus page or some shit, but fuck that.
Kami's pretty dank, but
Kami is in my favorite chapter of Dragon Ball, and he's the center stage of it.
yeah.
The conversation between Piccolo and Kami before Kami agrees to merge, where Kami says, "You're all fucking idiots. You're the ones who fought the androids. The androids haven't done shit yet."
Yeah.
And then the rest of the chapter is to show that the androids haven't done
Kami
shit yet.
kind of spits some real shit a lot, which is funny. Kid
Kami's
Trunks,
on that reel.
Kid Trunks, Swag would
And
tell
also
you.
Kami is a foil to Goku, but you know,
Swag would tell you Kid Trunks is better than Future Trunks, which I don't know if I disagree with fully. So we can.
I disagree with because he's so useless in fucking Super. At least Future
Well,
Gohan
if you
Trunks has
if you include Super, yeah, I guess so.
this tier list seems to include Super, so why wouldn't I? You know.
Yeah, I guess so.
And Kid Trunks, like, grow up already, dumbass.
Well, yeah, no. If
10
you put it that way, then sure, yeah, I agree. Super, he doesn't do shit, but
Kid Buu.
Swag thinks by like Z, he's better. So,
I could at least see an argument there. Yes.
yeah, Kid Buu.
All right,
so
Kid
he
Buu.
has Kid Buu there. I'm assuming because he's funny. But like he's kind of. He's mindless bubblegum man. Like he serves a purpose, but
Right.
what is his character just mindless bubblegum man? I mean,
His character's like the embodiment of human evil, right? We've talked about this before, but like, it's so understated that I kind of don't give a shit.
it's almost
you know?
like interview only in a way.
Like it's that sort of issue with I have with Kid Buu.
It's just like one of those things.
And
You
it's
read
like,
some interviews, you understand it more.
Is Oob on the tier list?
No.
I don't see Oob.
So
Do you?
is Oob and Kid Buu one and the same? Because then it should.
Wait,
maybe
Seth,
be...
I can't hear you.
Hello?
Hold up.
Wait, can the chat hear me?
Seth, are you talking?
Yeah. Yo.
Bro, I cannot hear a word you're saying. Hold up.
Okay.
I'm gonna reconnect my headphones or whatever.
Sure.
Podcast stream. Voice and video. Yo, now I could hear you.
Hello.
That's so fucking weird. Yeah, that was so
Wait,
weird.
how could you
Discord
tell
just
you
cut
could
out.
hear me when I wasn't even speaking? Was I making a noise? I don't know, but
What'd you say?
was I making a noise? Like, how could you tell? Like, was it just because you plugged your shit in? or-
I looked over at my window and I saw your green bubble going off. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
let's
okay,
do the
so
react.
what I was saying is if Oob and Kid Buu are one and the same, he should probably be higher by his own standards. I don't know why. Maybe he thinks Oob doesn't do anything.
I don't think he likes the Boo arc at all, which I think means he doesn't like the ending at all, which I think means he probably has a bad interpretation of the ending. When I say bad, by the way, I mean negative, like in
Yeah.
terms of storytelling, not like his interpretation's bad, yada yada.
Nappa B tier. I don't know. Nappa's kind of a goat, bro.
Yeah, Nappa might be A.
Yeah, Nappa's kind of fire.
Nappa is literally
wait.
the majority of the Saiyan saga.
Nappa on par with Paragus. I don't know, man. Like I.
Paragus should be C tier.
Yeah, Paragus is just kind of like asshole. Really, I mean.
Paragus is just sort of. Paragus is like, imagine if Granola's motives were shit.
Paragus
I'm not
and
even kidding. Paragus
I
should not be
don't-
on the same tier as Granola.
I don't know. I feel like Paragus and Miras on the same tier. Paragus and Kami.
Yeah.
The more
no, just lower him.
he just can't be on B tier.
Paragus
There's no
and Goku
way.
Black and Cell.
There's just no way he thinks that.
No.
There's no way.
No, no shot.
Raccoon's funny. I like him, but
Oh, wait. Wheezy said he actually says in his DB versus One Piece video that the ending of Z works for the series.
oh, so
Then why is Kid Buu so low?
yeah. No,
Oh, that makes no sense then.
I don't get Paragus here. Raccoon is funny. I like him.
I like Raccoon a lot, and Raccoon is sort of the Nappa role, but humorous.
Yeah.
Like he's pretty 1-to-1 with Nappa, and
Funny
that's kind of
Nappa.
why I don't like him as much as Nappa. He feels regressive in that respect, but he's not bad.
Super Boo.
Fuck Super Boo. Super Boo's the beginning and the end for the Boos.
Super Boo on par with Oob and Kid Boo. I don't see that.
If we're
really.
saying, I don't know if he's putting Oob in there, but like, why don't you have Oob on the tier list then? Are you just saying he doesn't have enough scenes? You have fucking Lemo on here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Topo is supposed to be. I don't know if Topo's that fleshed out. But I guess he's an interesting concept.
I think he's fine in B being Vegeta's foil in the tournament power.
I think
But,
we
like,
did. We
again,
talk about this. I think Zeno.
Yeah, we did.
Zeno represents the audience a lot of the time. Like he's supposed to represent.
Everyone
the audience.
thinks that.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah. So I don't know. I guess he's just basic, but
I think Zeno representing the audience is so boring though.
yeah.
Like Toriyama has done that in more interesting ways, like I said with the Vegeta and Goku interaction.
Zeno is always the strongest man, no matter what kind of thing at the moment. So
Right.
he's kind of
Except
like
for Toribot.
he's almost like Beerus, but more OP in that sense. But
Yeah, but
yeah.
childish as well, but
Yeah.
like not using his power, not interested in fighting or anything. It's weird.
Yeah.
Dende at C.
Dende. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we just think about like he likes
Dende and Moreau is the only interesting Dende.
he likes Paragus
More than Dende?
more than Dende, more than Chi-Chi, more
Oh
than
fuck!
Raditz.
No, not Chi-Chi.
He likes him more than Yamcha, Ginyu, fucking Korin. Wow. Zarbon's on the same tier as those characters too? Like, damn. Grandpa Gohan? Shit. Fuck, C tier's kind of stacked, yo. The fuck?
Yeah, C tier's got good characters. You know what I'm gonna say controversially?
What?
I don't fucking like Hit.
No, I don't think that's
Hit's
controversial. I think a lot of people
It's so
don't like
fucking
it.
boring. No, people like were polled recently. I don't remember who did it. It was like, who would you get rid of? And it was like
Yeah.
Hit, Goku Black,
Most people
Jiren,
I think
and
most
someone else, and they all voted Jiren.
I think most people they like Hit because he's badass, not because he's like super well written or something. Like they like Kaioken times 10 Goku versus Hit, which is so fucking cool, you know? Like you have Sean Schemmel's fucking screaming. It was super dope, you know? Like that's what I think people imagine, but
Wait, oh my god. If these are ranked within tiers, that means Bobbity is higher than fucking Grandpa Gohan.
damn.
Dr. Gero is rated higher than Grandpa Gohan then. Fuck that. Why is
Also,
Dr. Gero rated
you
higher than the
watched-
two androids?
He watched Dragon Ball and he really liked Paragus more than Captain Ginyu, dude. What the hell? Like Captain Ginyu's the shit.
Now this is gonna be the Paragus comparison.
Like, I'm sorry, but I just have to. Like, I just feel like he just didn't think about it. Like, there's no way he did. Like, there's no way he thought about that Paragus place, but not at all.
Yeah, it feels like it got placed early almost, you know?
Yeah.
They
Like,
didn't move it.
Ginyu is the shit for sure.
Yeah, Ginyu's goated. I think Ginyu's the issue though, and the whole Ginyu Force issue is they extend an already long arc
Right.
more. But that'd be the only issue I have.
Monaka is
okay.
supposed to be funny, I'm guessing, but
Yeah. Oh, Master Karin's sick. I like Master Karin.
yeah.
Master Karin's a bit of a plot device though.
Kefla is hot, so I guess I can understand.
Let's go.
Although I feel like Kefla's better than Chilai, so I'd put her at B, but it's just me. But
Yeah.
other than that,
I don't get why Chi-Chi and Kefla are so low. That just feels wrong to me.
yeah.
Anti-women Mark? No, I'm kidding.
Dr. Gero
He's got some women at
Dr. Gero could have been badass if they kind of just explained like the sun
I think
thing.
Yeah, with Android 16, but I think Android 16 should be higher than Gero just based off
Yeah,
of
I mean,
the Cell games itself. What he
Android
does to
16's
Cell.
so likable. He's cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
He's pretty important to the plot, right?
Yeah.
The whole point of him being like someone that Gohan doesn't know anything fucking about.
Also,
Android Damaris and B tier? No, we talked about it briefly.
Android 17, especially with the inclusions for Super, for me, is definitely better than Topo. Like, I really like fucking
Yeah.
Android 17, especially compared to Topo.
Maybe he doesn't like the power up, but I think like it
Fuck,
shouldn't be
who
about
cares
power.
about the power up? Like, who gives a
Yeah.
shit? Like, Android 17's the shit. Like, definitely. Yeah.
Merge Zamas and regular Zamas, I don't give a fuck. Sure,
Yeah.
they could be this low. Future Zamos is such a little bitch. 20 years in the fucking future, and this little manlet couldn't get the balls to kill his master. Like, come on. Just because he didn't see Goku once.
Elder
like, damn.
Guru on the same tier as Android 16. It's a pretty hot take.
Elder Guru on the same tier as Yamcha.
Zarbon on the same
Yamcha,
tier.
by the way, the first character to follow the Yamcha is Proto Vegeta.
He has
Beta Vegeta.
Zarbon on the same tier as these characters. Like, why does he like Zarbon and Dodoria so fucking much, man? I don't know. Like,
Wait,
okay.
I genuinely don't get the Yamcha placement. I feel like we're skipping over it too quickly.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's just that keeps catching me. That Dodoria Zarbon thing.
Well, let's do the other thing that catches you.
Okay.
Yamcha worse than Paragus.
Yeah.
Yamcha's whole thing is literally the prototype version of Vegeta's
No,
character.
we agree with that, definitely.
Like,
He did it first.
And you like Vegeta then, though.
Yeah.
Bro, he's like very relevant for like what? Let me see my volumes over there. Like 2/3 of the manga.
Yeah. The
He's
first
pretty much only irrelevant entirely like the second half of Androids,
Mhm.
and Cell, and Boo. That's it. And then like obviously Super, but I guess if we're including Super, but then like why is Piccolo at the top? Like I don't know.
Oh my god.
when you watch the
Why is
first
Mr. Satan at the top?
when you
Like,
watch
that's-
the first arc of Dragon Ball and you see like, how all the characters kind of get a little bit complete with the Dragon Ball, and you see all that, like building up, and you see Yamcha go through all this development, you're like, yeah, he's about Zarbon level for me. Like, like there's no way, dude. Like, maybe you could say like, oh well, I hate what happened to Yamcha, but like even then he's Zarbon level. Like
Zarbon tier Yamcha.
yeah, like no, you don't think that. Come on. Like,
oh man.
you don't think that.
No, there's no way.
Elder Guru on the same tier. I don't know. I guess whatever. Cares. But D tier.
He's not really much of a character.
Goten.
Goten?
Number 1.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
I can get Goten. I
Yeah.
can understand that.
Gotenks though, the best fusion.
Gotenks kind of flames. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Gotenks kind of the best fusion.
Gotenks worse than Zarbon. So like I think he actually hates that fight. But if he wait. But if he hates that fight, why does he like Super Boo so much? And it's not Super Boo absorbed either, because he has absorbed at F. So it's
Right.
just normal Super Boo. But isn't most of normal Super Boo's interaction with like Gotenks? I don't know.
Most of Normal Boo's interactions are ooga booga. I'm angry and stupid
So
now.
you like Super Boo? Maybe he likes Super Boo because he eradicated all the humans. And it was kind of like, holy fuck. But
Or maybe he also likes that Super Boo has this like the scheming mind and stuff. He
Yeah.
like begins to develop it before he absorbs Piccolo and Gotenks.
yeah,
I
sure.
don't know, maybe.
Okay.
I still think Gotenks would be on par, or at least
Yeah.
closer.
They're like, it's almost like, it's weird. Like they're like on par in
Because
like power and in character.
What's
like, a lot.
crazy is like Gotenks though to me feels like, oh, this is actually what a child would do with all this fucking power.
Right.
He wouldn't be Kid Goku. He wouldn't be Kid Gohan. He'd be this kid, right? And
Right.
make fucking donuts and joke about not being able to turn Super Saiyan 3 and shit.
Yeah.
Like, next to Frost. Yeah, fuck Frost. Who gives a shit? I prefer Frost lower.
Frost is just as good as Gotenks. Fucking hell.
Frost would have been way better if
Dude, do you
if he was
guys
actually good.
do you guys look back on Dragon Ball and you're like, yeah, Dodoria and Gotenks are about relative, I think.
Not in terms of power.
Not in terms of power, but like in terms of character. You're like, yeah, I like Dodoria as much as Gotenks. I think it's about the same.
Right. Kaba, D tier. I like Kaba.
Okay.
Kaba Dodoria.
Yeah, Android 19 is as good as Kave. What does Android 19 even do? Like, he's
Die to Vegeta.
he's just fat mime man with the squeaky
Like you could
voice.
literally directly compare these two. One is a pivotal moment for Vegeta's development as a character, and the other is just to show that Vegeta got Super Saiyan.
He's just bad android.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay,
Next to Goldo in the Grand Prix.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
can I just say this? Okay, so
Yeah.
I feel like Goldo is kind of enjoyable for the sake of like, okay, he has this super OP ass time stop power, but he has to hold
Right.
his breath, and since he's such a
Yeah.
fat fuck, he can't hold his breath that long.
And he's also funny.
Yeah. So like I feel like he's definitely better than Dodoria. Why does he like okay, comparatively, right? Like he's like D tier, which is low. But then you look at all these other characters and you're like, like some solid
D tiers.
solid characters in like C, B, A, and S, and then D tier is like has some okay characters. It's just like, why is Dodoria there? Like, I need to hear the explanation of Dodoria. You know, like.
All right, yeah, we need to learn the Dodoria and
You have his DM. You have his DM. Ask him like, why is Dodoria? You know what? Better yet, why is Dodoria on the same tier for you as King Piccolo? Like, why?
Did he answer that in his own fucking thread? Maybe he did.
Someone asked that. Yeah, Guldo is definitely more enjoyable. Jace, I don't know if Jace is probably not as enjoyable as Guldo for me, but
I don't understand. He says in some of these when people are asking him.
Wait, you like Jace more than Birder? I'm the fastest in the universe. Fucking, I don't know. I feel like Birder's kind of like on par at least. Like,
yeah, I think they're like the same. Their whole point is they're kind of like, I guess because Jace is alive longer to do more.
Get punched in the face by Vegeta and like, how'd he get so strong?
He like goes to the captain.
That's about. But even then, I feel like Birder at least like regains his pride by not doing that. Like,
So what's really weird is like what I'm seeing is Mark say that for certain characters he compromises with their super selves, and like if they're like really good in the beginning of something versus in super he compromises in the middle. I still don't get them why Mr. Satan and Piccolo are up in S tier. I think they're
Also,
great in their individuality, like
by
in the
the
individuality
way,
of the arcs, but
Birder kind of did the whole like, if you look at his design, he did the whole like thick eyebrow, like open hole ear. He kind of did that design before anyone else. He's kind of the OG of that design. Like, I don't know. I feel like design wise, like character wise, he's probably just better Jace, but I guess I understand Jace lived slightly longer. I don't know.
Yeah, and did like the runaway thing, like he was a bit more manipulative, I guess. I don't know. I put Jace on the same tier as Birder. I would put them the same at the very least.
By the way, what's
Dabra is lame.
Wait. What's your opinion of King Piccolo being in D tier though? Do you hate...
I like King Piccolo, so I would put him higher.
By the way, I think we realized why his Yamcha rating so low. Look at the Pilaf gang. My God. They're at 0. Why does he hate Shu so much?
Shu specifically.
Like, he has the Pilaf gang at D, but Shu? Why Shu? What'd he do?
King Piccolo sets up the fundamental formula that Dragon Ball would follow for the next 3 villains.
No, Piccolo did it?
4 villains.
No, Piccolo doesn't have, like, the lizard, like, open holes in his ear thing. Like, he doesn't. That was harder. We're talking about the design.
Your design.
Yeah, the big eyebrows, open holed ear.
As a character, Piccolo is literally the guy who literally creates the formula for what would be followed later.
Yeah.
Quite literally. Beats the second strongest person, right? Hero comes in, saves the day, hunts for Dragon Balls and shit.
Brienne and D tier, that's a debatable
the same
one.
tier as Piccolo.
Yeah, that one's debatable. I know some people are like, they really like the magical girl parody. Some people think it's annoying. So
in the manga, it's not even there. So
yeah, but and the whole like Krillin joke, like, oh, he's so hot because he's so simple or something. Like, I understand that, but
my
wait, they're including the super.
Shu are crazy.
They're including the super self. So like, Mai has all of OG Dragon Ball and the super version.
Right. Yeah, it's just so weird.
That's a lot.
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't like that she gets de-aged and stuff and gets with Trunks. It is kind of weird.
It is so fan fiction-y. I mean, I don't.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Piccolo literally killed Shenron. He's awesome. True, he did kill Shenron. That was actually badass. Can't lie.
Yeah.
Having a character just make their wish, then say, yeah, no one else killed the dragon. Did that before Zamasu ever fucking thought of it.
Right.
What else we got?
Dispo at E.
Dispo. Oh yeah, I skipped before. My bad. Because we were talking about Birder.
But okay, I
okay.
can understand not liking Dispo and liking Dispo because
right.
Dispo's introduction is he gets the fuck beat out of him by a tentacle monster, bro. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
He gets the shit beat out of him by like a
remember.
random nameless alien.
Right.
And then Maji Kaio, like, tentacle fucks him too. He gets hentai'd a lot. And then
Maji Kaio.
yeah. But he's kind of cool because he also fights and kind of puts the moves on hit Goku, Gohan, and Golden Frieza. So he kind of does a lot of shit.
If we're talking about like as a character and a design, his design is derivative of Beerus without it being acknowledged. Because he's clearly supposed to be a rabbit, not a cat, but he's still purple, which is really dumb.
So why does he like Vados so much, but he hates Champa or Champa? I don't know. I've heard.
Who does?
He hates Champa, but loves Vados, even though it's like the same, like. Gag.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently being the butt of the joke is not as good.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I guess it's good.
Dabra is nothing character. He's just sort of a proof of what was to come. He's like, oh yeah, everything's stronger than Cell. Birder, we already discussed.
Yeah. Gawasu. What do you think about that though?
Gawasu's an interesting character. I'd have to reread his manga persona, but I liked him in the anime.
I don't think
I'd probably put him on C.
I don't think he's a top tier character, but I don't think he's.
I think he's a mid tier.
I don't think he's a nothing character though. You know,
right.
like
Kale. Manga Kale, I think, is better than anime Kale. Because I like that her base has power, but she just chooses to hide it.
Yeah, she has a little bit of a character for sure. I don't think she's as on Kibito tier. Like I don't know. Like Kibito doesn't do really jack shit.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kibito could be an F tier character for how little he does and how annoying he is, honestly.
King Cold. Okay, so King Cold has a cool ass concept. That he doesn't really do anything.
King Cold is just like Dabra. He's literally just there to show, the characters have gotten stronger and the threat's going to be stronger.
Although I will say, I think King Cold's concept is cooler than Dabura's, but
well, they're both like kings that we didn't know existed until the last minute.
But it's like Frieza's father is kind of like a bigger deal than there's a powerful demon, because we've already seen the demon realm and we already know there were powerful demons. But
how does he like Kid Trunks but not Gotenks? That's a good point.
Who the fuck is that? The random dude from the Broly movie?
Lemmo?
Yeah, Lemmo.
Yeah, Lemmo above Popo.
Lemmo on the same tier as Popo. Why?
Yeah. Popo, who literally, alongside Kami, finishes Goku's journey in original Dragon Ball and teaches him the fundamental lesson of the entire first third of the series.
Maybe if he was like, I hate that Popo may be a racist stereotype. But then why would he be an E? Wouldn't you put him an F for that? Like, you know,
yeah, I feel like he would be lower. So maybe his character's redeeming him just a little bit.
Like, I don't understand why he's an E tier at all in any.
Mark only put Oolong that low because he hated my thumbnail.
Wait, really?
No, I'm kidding.
Well, I don't know. It could have been an inside joke.
You saw the thumbnail that I made, remember?
Oh, yeah.
The Oolong one?
Yeah.
Perfecting the anti-hero or whatever?
Yep. Yeah, he was the ultimate anti-hero. It's funny.
Yeah.
Chaozu.
The king.
Chaozu doesn't do really.
Chaozu could be F.
Yeah, Chaozu doesn't do shit.
Chaozu could be F, and Chaozu shouldn't be above Semi-Perfect Cell. Sorry. Semi-Perfect Cell literally exploits what he knows about Vegeta. It's so fucking badass.
Supreme Kai. Why does he...
Supreme Kai in Super is actually better than in Z, in my opinion.
Why does
He's actually more proactive.
Why does he hate Vegito and Gogeta so much? Like, what's his...
Okay, so I have this. He says because they aren't characters, cocky isn't a personality. But the issue is Vegito isn't cocky.
Vegito's just acting, though.
Like... Yeah, Vegito is quite literally... Vegito acted so hard to trick Buhan, they actually tricked Mark in the process into thinking I was totally overconfident.
Vegito tricked Mark. Holy fuck. Like...
Yeah, Vegito was acting so hard, was acting so well, that he tricked Mark into believing he was overconfident as well. Mark was getting ready to absorb Vegito in that moment.
Vegito's so interesting because he's like lets himself get absorbed to save all of his friends. Like it's and he plans it all out, and he has this psychological manipulation, which is a Vegeta trait kind of, but Vegeta's really only psychological manipulation we know of is like the bluffing thing from what I know. So but Vegito takes it to a whole different level, and I don't know, he's just way more
he even does the counting thing. So it doesn't seem like there's something suspicious going on. He acts so cocky to build up to I'll give you 10 seconds, and literally giving Buhan the time to figure out his tentacle is still on the ground.
He also gives one of the craziest ass beatings in all of Dragon Ball. I don't know, bro. Vegito's I also really like what he represents as well, but I don't know.
Right, which is kind of the point of the arc as well.
I think Vegito's fucking fire. I don't know, but
Did you know that Vegito was originally supposed to be named Gogeta?
I didn't know that. Well, now we know. Chad.
Yeah, because but then Toei made the movie before Toriyama got to that part of the story, so they had to change it.
Really? I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
You can actually find there's the actual issue in the actual issue of Shonen Jump that was the chapter before the Vegito introduction chapter. It says on the next week preview, next week Gogeta is born.
Damn, Gogeta greater than Vegerot? Holy fuck.
Oh shit. Yeah, they could have actually had a good English translation. Let's go. Yeah, I would say Vegito's way better than Gogeta. If we're only talking canon Gogeta,
Yeah.
right? I would say it's not even close. I would say there's no way you put like Monaka above Vegito.
Well, okay.
Vegito's so fucking good.
What about Vegito and Super? Okay, so I've talked about this before, but I think Vegito didn't need to be in Super at all. Didn't really change anything.
Correct.
In the anime, he did a little bit more because you'd be like, okay, well, Fusion Zamasu at least like got
Was degrading.
purple arm, fat power up, and he was like degrading physically. So maybe he was needed to help accelerate that. But in the manga, he wasn't needed at all.
Oh, okay. So I have it here. The rows are not in order.
Okay.
So anything in B tier could be higher or lower than anything else in B tier, etc., etc. So Bulma's not his favorite character, which means I think Vegeta is his favorite character and should be the front of S tier.
If he's listening, can we fucking take Paragus out of B tier? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's not listening. He's not listening. I read it on Twitter.
I was like, why is Paragus fucking B? Vegito. Okay, so Vegito and Super. What's his interaction with Zamasu? I don't know if he really has one too much.
Yeah, he's not like super planning. He's cocky there. I would say for sure he's definitely cocky there. But if we're going by a middle ground of both,
Yeah.
then I still think he's better than Monaka, right?
Yeah. I mean, like his Buu Saga thing.
And we also just never got the chance to see if he had a plan against Zamasu because his timer ran out quicker than he thought it would.
Right. Which isn't his fault at all. It's not
Correct.
his fault. So
It's literally not his fault at all what happened to him.
yeah. So even then, he's fine. And even then, what he was gonna finish the fight in 10 minutes out of his hour-long time? Like that
He was ready to finish it quick.
1/6 of his total time, he was able to finish it. So I don't think he's cocky at all. Even then, I think he's just talking shit, which is cool.
I think he's actually just performing. Yeah.
So no, Vegito's just
And he's
perfect.
Yeah, which is kind of a Goku thing where he tries to put down his opponent so they see the error of themselves, etc.
Yeah, I think Vegito does
like
even in Super, he does fine.
Yeah, so I think you would definitely. I would say he's a B tier.
Yeah.
7-3
or 7-3. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he stinks. Yeah, he stinks. He fucking smells.
Dotamo doesn't do anything.
Smells.
Magetta, he has a funny insult joke, but that's
Fucking stinks.
He's just bad Chaozu, so I guess I agree. He hates Super Buu, Absorbed. Now,
Boo-Tanks, yeah. I don't like him either. I think he
I don't-
degrades as a character.
I don't think Boo-Tanks is
I
like,
don't think he's that low though.
but like his like psychological abuse thing he did, kind of cool in a way. Like you don't really.
Right.
You don't see that, like, even when you watch anybody in Dragon Ball, like, oh, you're so weak, I'm so strong, but Boo-Tanks was kind of, like, rubbing it in on, like, a more psychological level that you don't really see. Even Cell didn't really do that. Cell was just like, like, I'll kill your friends, but Boo-Tanks was, like, telling him, like, how, like, why his family didn't, like him or trust him or something. It was kind of crazy in a way, so,
yeah, but that was anime only, I'm pretty sure.
So, I don't know. I think there's some redeeming factors that definitely keep him out of F tier for sure. But...
He probably is like an E tier, but I think the Boo absorbed area of the manga and the anime is sort of the weakest section of the Boo arc, so I could see it, and he's the reason why, 100%. So, I could see that. Puar, yeah, who gives a fuck? Okay,
Puar
sure.
doesn't really
You
do
hate
anything.
Puar.
Why does he?
Yeah,
But why does he hate Shu so much?
Yeah, what did Shu do?
What did Shu is at the very bottom, by the way.
Yeah, wait, they're not ranked though within the ranks, but I don't know.
Like he has Shu at the very bottom, but Mai and Pilaf in D. Even isn't Shu just kind of part of the gang? Is it because he's a fucking dog? Like, what did he do? Is it because he's a ninja dog? I don't know.
Bro,
what he did.
I'm looking at everybody's just making jokes about Shu in the replies, but he didn't answer any of them.
What the hell?
Bro, he's not gonna say shit about Shu. Maybe he said. Also, I find fusions boring and less than the sum of their parts because I like Vegeta and Goku so much. Their fusion feels particularly bad to me. Cool if you like them. I don't.
So what is his answer
I don't
towards
like-
Shu?
He doesn't have one. That's why I said he didn't answer anybody who mentioned Shu.
Please DM him. Like, why do you hate Shu so much? What did he do?
I don't talk to him like that. I
DM
spoke to him like a couple times. I'm not gonna DM him over a tier
Why
list
do
he
you?
posted.
Why do you
He
like?
posted over a week ago.
Why do you like Dodoria more than Shu? Answer me.
Answer me. Why isn't Shu with the rest of the Pilaf?
Like, what the hell did he do?
I guess because Shu does nothing, right? It's sort of like the Puar situation. They both do nothing.
Right.
I don't know. This tier list isn't the worst. It's not the best. I think that's really where I lie.
Okay. I'm gonna turn off the stream for that part then.
Yeah, let me.
Okay. Well,
Green.
there you guys go.
Wait, weren't we supposed to look at something else
I don't remember.
on his channel or something?
I don't
Open up his
remember.
fucking channel. Just open up his fucking channel.
Let me see his channel.
Let's see. I think we wanted to see if there was a Dodoria thumbnail.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Seth here's what the fuck? Yes, that's my friend. We just never do anything together on
True.
like streams and shit.
True, true, true.
It's only occasional.
Let me see if Dodoria is on here. I don't see Dodoria.
Me and Seth are bros. The boys are back in town.
Sleth and Carthu, man.
Sleth and Carthu.
Yep. I don't
Let's
see
go.
Dodoria. It must have been like during a review or something, like of just a arc or something, like Namek arc review.
Oh, you're not sharing the screen, so I can't even see.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just like a Namek arc review. He did it or something.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You don't want to share it with me. It's fine.
There's nothing there. I just told you there's
Nah,
nothing
it's
there.
fine. It's fine. I have to trust him now, guys. You know, Seth,
I have
Seth the trustable.
I have to trust his judgment. Yeah.
Rate
Left.
Saiyan Scholar's Vegeta video.
Isn't
Do
that
you want to do that?
okay? Saiyan Scholar is Super Saiyan 4 guy, and if I could just
Right.
never give him attention again, I'd be fine. So.
Oh, no.
I think okay.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
I don't know if you watched my video on Pin where I talked about my response to Revolution, but I mentioned
Right.
I was like, okay, Shane, you're not edgy debater, man. So just stop acting like it. At least Super Saiyan 4 guy knew he was dumb, so he played to his strengths, you know, like he wasn't
Right.
trying to act like he was edgy debater, man. That's the last time I mentioned him, and I wish I could just leave it there. So I think that's
Gotcha.
a perfect analysis of him. So
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Personally.
He talks to me sometimes. He seems I used to think poorly of him too, but
He's
seems
not
to-
a
seems to
bad
become-
guy, but
No, he seems to be coming through a redemption arc.
he's not a bad guy. He's just opportunistic, which is I don't know. I guess that's like it's pretty generic, but his only quality is being opportunistic, which I don't really care about, so I could leave it at that. For Carthu, I'm gonna wrap up my stream, so it was really fun having you on. So
Yeah.
I'll catch you next time, buddy.
Bro, if you're gonna wrap up your stream, you better type /raid Carthu, okay?
Okay, I will. Is your thing just
Yeah,
Carthu,
yeah, yeah.
by the way? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just Carthu. I'm just Carthu on Twitch.
Okay, that's clean. Good job. All right, so
I didn't even have to pay for it.
ooh.
Let's go.
Me neither. Anyway.
I had it for fucking years.
Anyway, we'll talk
Alright,
to you
later, dude.
Yep, see ya. Well, chat. It's just you and me. What's up, boys? Oh, I'm so tired. My back hurts. I have to pee every 2 seconds from the gallon of water I chugged. Life is pain. Life is pain. Stem cell exhaustion. Yeah, I feel like I have stem cell exhaustion. Apparently you can get stem cells injected into your body and you feel like fucking Superman, like you took a sensi bean. I want to try that. I don't need them though cuz I'm so young, but I wonder what it feels like. Godzilla tier list? I'm not like a Godzilla nerd. I just watched Kong versus Godzilla and I was like, yo, this is fucking cool. That was it. That was literally it. I just watched them fight and I was like, this is sick. So, yeah. I don't really care about like Godzilla lore. I'm like, well, did you actually read the first issue of the movie comic where Godzilla tanked a meteor to the face? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. The bird gif on screen is pretty adorable. Yeah, the Michael Jackson bird. I love that gif. It's so clean. What What's ironic is that actually happened in a comic. Yeah, I know. I know, kind of contradictory, but let's just say this. I had to do some research because I might be planning something. No on degenerate shit, but why the chick in the middle a baddie? I love witch girls that have like huge ears and huge like witch hats. I think it's like an underrated aesthetic. So I just wanted to put it there. Thank you so much for gifting a sub, Clyde. Really appreciate you, bro. Were you listening the whole time? How much can Godzilla deep throw? Apparently he's like 300 feet tall. So probably at least a good fucking 30-incher or 30-footer, I mean. Maybe 40-footer. Yeah, the hat. Didn't you tweet a Discord link yesterday? Dude, why do people keep saying that? Dude, okay, so I tweeted a Discord link for a temporary server because I wanted people to fight while I was bored, yo. I just wanted people to fucking fight. So, like, me and the boys try to get random people who joined to fight, but no one was fucking man enough to, so I just deleted it. I was listening on and off, had to do some stuff. No problem. I think me and Carthu were just rambling, but it was a good stream. Eno from GG. I don't really know who the fuck she is. I just think the art's great. So I might make my next stream have another witch. Imagine if Arrow came. He did come, but he didn't give any smoke. He's kind of deafened. So yeah, dude. Like they always just scream and like post a bunch of racist and like shit or like trap porn, and then like the server just gets deleted in like 20 minutes. That's pretty much all you need to know. Like for every server, like literally, like these randoms join, post a bunch of degenerate shit, it gets deleted every time. Why was Bardock not there? Where? Yeah, the Among Us twerk memes. So gross. Read Boruto last chapter? Nah, I'll pass. Yeah, base temporary server. Yeah, base, dude. Red pilled swag. Nah, I don't agree with anything they post in there. It's just I know it's a temporary server full of random people, so they just post whatever the fuck, and I just delete the server afterward. So, opinion on the humans. Okay, so I won't spoil anything too bad in Kong vs. Godzilla if you haven't seen it, but most people know Mechagodzilla appears. I think that's not even a spoiler. I think that's like publicly announced. But let's just say there's a 30-minute human subplot of these really cringy kids telling bad jokes for 30 minutes, by the way, really shit jokes. 30 minutes of them like doing this thing. And all it leads up to is them making Mechagodzilla glitch for like 0.5 milliseconds. And then that's all they do in the movie. So these kids got more screen time than Godzilla and King Kong fighting to make Mechagodzilla glitch for 0.5 milliseconds. It's such a bad movie. But the fighting was dope. Like the fighting was so cool, you know? Like I couldn't fault them for that. But the human part was not my favorite. Didn't Seth spoil Attack on Titan? We don't talk about that. We don't spoil. I don't talk about that. I want to expose them. Do you or the other guy have a YouTube channel? Wait, you don't know who I am, Victor? You don't know who I am? Are you a Twitch only viewer? What's up, Twitch only viewer? How's it going, bro? What's up? I hope you enjoyed the talk. What's up, Twitch only? How did you even get this stream? This stream's written in Greek. Are you Greek? Stay pure, brother. Don't worry about my YouTube. Can you do that roundhouse kick in real life? I mean, yeah, it's not like the hardest thing. I mean, the hard part about that would be like more like balancing your foot while you like kick off, but it's really just a spin kick. It's kind of like a spin head kick, except kind of like half a spin head kick because his other foot is already in a hand. So it's kind of like you like spin donkey kick in a way. So like, could I do a spin donkey kick? Yeah, probably. Let's see. Have you seen Invincible? No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. Will you be debunking All Might versus Might Guy? Me and Clyde watched that, but I didn't upload it. It's harder than it looks, maybe. I've never tried it, so I don't know. But I have the flexibility to do it. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It's super clean. One of the cleanest knockouts I've ever seen. So, not taking it away from him. I'm just saying, if it was life or death, could I do it? Like, probably. I'm leeching your content? Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem. The kick is called Tobi Ushiro Gary. Get with it? I'm sorry, dude. You're right. I'm a noob. Ben Askren versus Jake Paul. Yeah, dude. It's really a complicated fucking debate, man. I don't know who would win in a fight at all. I just can't fucking fathom who would win in a fight. Just can't imagine it. Why does Delta smoke Momoshiki? I don't know, dude. Why? Tell us. Minotaur versus Tombstone. Who would win? I'm pretty sure Tombstone actually won, so. Dude, Tombstone wins. I'm pretty sure he won. My Hero kind of fire? I've been hearing that, but I just can't be fucked to read it. Because, like, I've been stuck on this, like. I've been stuck on this fucking, like, stupid, like, class exam arc, and I just can't watch it. I predicted Jake Paul KO? Maybe. Dude, apparently Ben Askren's boxing isn't even bad. Apparently it's actually okay. It's just like for UFC standards, it's bad or something. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Thank you for the sub, Yovakeen. My Hero is just okay, even right now. I probably believe that. People overhype it a lot, but Carthu tells me it's really good, so I'm not too sure. For Jake Paul standards, it's terrible. Isn't Jake Paul really bad as well? I'm pretty sure Jake Paul is actually awful, isn't he? So I don't know. Ben Askren's just kind of bad for UFC standards, but UFC is like top on the planet. Like, you know, like being bad UFC wise isn't like bad in general. I feel like Jake Paul is just kind of like mediocre in general, right? Where I left off, crazy stuff is going down. Oh, okay. Founder Aaron slaps Godzilla. Spoiler. Have you watched Street Beefs? Yeah, I used to watch those fights all the time. They're so funny. UFC makes karate look bad. Yeah. I mean, if you're talking about UFC is better than karate, then sure. I don't like Mortal Kombat. It feels weird. The fighting feels kind of like slappy. I don't know how to explain it. I don't really like it. UFC makes D1 wrestlers look bad. Yeah. I like how your shirt smells. I'm not actually wearing a shirt, so joke's on you. Yeah, I have an Attack on Titan video planned. I got back from the gym and I ripped my shirt right off. Fucking hell. Thanks for lending me your sweater the other day. No problem. Ignore the stains on the back though. What fighting games you like or love? I like Tekken 7. I like Raging Blast 2. I like Soul Calibur 4. I like the Storm games. That's really about it. I'm sure there's some other ones I'm forgetting, but those come to my mind. Seth the Buff Boy, true. I'm cutting right now, so like I'm really hungry and tired because I'm cutting so much. I need to get my fucking Raging 8-pack for summer, so. Would you want a Bleach Storm game? Nah. I do not. I want a Naruto Fighter Z game. What about the Budokai games? Those are okay. I like them. Fighter Z Naruto might be ass. Well, it'd be better than Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Dragon Ball Fighter Z doesn't even make sense. Like, it doesn't even fit the characters at all. Like, it's dumb. It'd fit Naruto way more. Raging Blast 2 is still better. True. Dragon Ball Fighter Z is goated. No, it's not. The fuck, dude. Okay, you want me to disprove you guys right now? You guys think it's a great game, right? How come whenever anything new happens in Dragon Ball Fighters, you guys hype it up for like a week and then the game just fucking like is forgotten about again? Why do you guys stop playing the game a week after anything new happens? Not even a week, a day or two after it happens. You guys just kind of give it up again. What happened? I thought it was a great, unique game. Like, I don't know. That doesn't happen with Tekken. You play Tekken, a new character comes out, every streamer and everyone's playing it for fucking days trying to figure it out and figure out the meta for it. It doesn't happen, not with fighters. Kind of just forget it. What the fuck is Tekken? What's Tekken? Dude, Tekken's fire. That's a fire fighting game. Dude, even like Soul Calibur, like I remember when Soul Calibur 4 was out, and they're like, yeah, now you can download Darth Vader. That was the shit. I remember that so well. There's so much better like fighting games than Fighter Z. Fighter Z, it just doesn't like, there are differences between all the characters, but every character kind of generally feels very similar, whereas like in good fighting games, it's not remotely the same. So like if you play like a good fighting game, like every character just feels completely different for the most part. So like if you were to play Tekken 7 and you play Noctis compared to if you played Jin or, you know, any of those characters, it's a totally different game, right? So even say with like League of Legends, like say you're even playing like a not fighting game like League of Legends or something, every character feels different, right? Whereas if you play fighters, yes, they're different, but it's not like, it almost just feels like you're playing like the same character with a slightly different moveset almost, which is why I don't really like it that much. I'm sure at a competitive level it's pretty deep, but for like, you know, on more of a surface level, it's not really that deep. Tekken is for normies. Yeah, dude, definitely. Every character in Tekken has 200, like almost 200 moves, dude. They all have 75 through 200 moves. Unique. But Fighter Z isn't for normies, but Tekken is. Very funny. Favorite Pokemon trainer? Like, you mean like protagonist as well, or? No, Tekken has Noctis, Soul Calibur has 2B. My favorite Pokemon protagonist, I mean, I don't know, actually. I actually don't know. The protagonists don't really have a lot of character, but if you're talking about what's my favorite game, it'd be Heart Gold. But yeah, Jump Force greater than Tekken? True, dude. Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, Tekken should have gotten both of them? Nah. 2B fights with a sword, and everyone's like, Noctis has a sword. He should have been in Soul Calibur. We should have gotten Tifa. Ah! So they're probably like, all right, let's just give 2B to Soul Calibur. I mean, it makes sense. Sword. Put Raiden in Tekken? Nah, Raiden would go in Soul Calibur as well. Nah, Raiden would definitely go in Soul Calibur. Without a doubt. Would you ever run a Nuzlocke? I did run a Nuzlocke on stream when I was fucking shit-faced. It was pretty funny. But it was like for an hour. I didn't do it for that long. Levi, dude, Levi would be so fucking funny. Levi and Tekken, dude. Even Annie, dude. Imagine they put Annie or Mikasa in Tekken, dude. Okay, high key, they actually could put Annie in Tekken because Annie actually is like a boxer. Gabby and Tekken DLC. Fire. Imagine they put Goku in Tekken. They can't because he has like a fucking beam. Baki. Okay, a Baki character in Tekken would be fire. Annie versus Dragunov. Yo, facts. True, true. Gojo overrated. I still need to watch that. Erwin doesn't fight, but yeah. Hinata and Tekken. Hinata could work. That was something I never really got. Like, okay, so they have didn't they put Lars in Storm, but they never put a Naruto character in Tekken, did they? Because I know Lars was like in Storm 2 or something. Yeah, but there was no Naruto character in Tekken. But there was supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. Might Guy or Hinata or Neji or those characters. I think Rock Lee would probably be the best, but Sora and Tekken. Now, Sora would be a Soul Calibur character for sure. Tengen Ashura. Gojo is bullshit. Gojo is flames. I don't really like Neji's fighting style that much. I think Rock Lee's is more entertaining, so I think I'd prefer Rock Lee. And then like when you do your rage, you go like Gates. That'd be cool. Kenshiro. Any Taiji, true. Even Naruto would kind of work. Actually, Naruto would work in Tekken. Because his Rasengan is kind of like a melee still. So he'd still work. Just make sure it's like base Naruto. Or like Sage Naruto. Like no like 6 paths. It should be fine. Dude, now that you say that, imagine Batman in Tekken. Give me Batman in Tekken. Now that would be fucking cool, dude. Batman in Tekken would be fire. That'd be so fire. Holy shit. Batman would be insane. All Might. I don't think All Might's got a unique fighting style, really. Seth, you gonna get the Hanma Demon back? Today I did work out my back for 3 hours, so maybe I will. How strong is Gojo? I might answer that soon. So, Kenpachi? Nah, Kenpachi would be a Soul Calibur character. Soul Calibur versus Tekken? The Soul Calibur characters would have an advantage. It wouldn't be fun. All the Soul Calibur characters like have like a lot of range. And they're kind of faster as well. So they need to bring back Spawn in Tekken. Was Spawn in Tekken? That's kind of... Oh, he's in Soul Calibur, yeah. Thank God the community... Yeah, thank God they're not in charge. Dude, Batman versus Akuma in Tekken would be so heat. Batman has to take down, like, Kazuya and shit. Spider-Man could work. Kind of... I imagine he'd be annoying. Dude, Ivy is too overpowered in Soul Calibur. I'm surprised they didn't nerf the fuck out of her, man. I remember, like, I was just playing, like, my fucking, like, original creative character. I think I made a Pistachio. Like, I had a Pistachio that fought, like, Nightmare. And, like, he was, like, fucking soloing everyone in Soul Calibur. And then, like, I just fought an Ivy and I couldn't even fucking move. She was, like, killing me from across the map. Like, I couldn't even do anything. I was like, what the fuck? This bitch is insane. Ivy was crazy. I hate that bitch. Get her out of the game. She doesn't even belong in the game. She's like too long range. Guts would work in Soul Calibur, actually. Guts would be really cool. Mercenary Tao, he'd work. Although his Dodon Ray should be his ultimate. So, if his Dodon Ray is like his rage art, then it would work. Zoro, yep. Yeah, Ivy is so toxic. Honestly, if Ivy wasn't in the game, I'd still play it. Although Soul Calibur peaked at 4. Like, having the ability to have fucking Darth Vader fight Nightmare is just unmatched. Dude, having Darth Vader fight Nightmare is just the most insane shit ever. Like, they just will never top that. Ever. Like, there's no way to top that. Kratos. Kratos is in Mortal Kombat. I think he did okay. He was kind of cool in Mortal Kombat. Was Kratos in Soul Calibur? I thought he was in Mortal Kombat. Wasn't it like one of the earlier Mortal Kombats? Yeah, dude, Soul Calibur 4 is the shit. I love that game. I love how, like, in Soul Calibur 4, everyone has their own unique story mode. That was so cool to me. And then, like, they took that away in 5, and there was no point. Like, they took it away in 5 to make these cringe characters, and it's just like, I want to play my own story mode. I think that was cool. Also, they took away, like, the Tower of Souls, which kind of let you do, like, a little bit more role-playing aspects, and it was also, like, a fun. They took that out as well. Soul Calibur 4 was just peak, man. That was just peak Soul Calibur. Although, I do kind of like... Okay, in Soul Calibur 6, I do like the counter system. I think, like, the slow-motion counter system is, like, really cinematic and badass, so I can't really fault them for that, but the story mode and, like, everything you can do is kind of lame. Kratos was in a PSP version. Oh, okay. I think, you know who else was in Soul Calibur? Link from Legend of Zelda. Soul Calibur's the shit. It has 2B, Link, Kratos, Darth Vader. Fucking hell. It's the shit. It's almost on Melee level, but not yet. Melee is just... Well, not Melee. I mean Smash Bros. Smash Bros just has too many. Although Smash Bros has terrible combat. Smash Bros is so fucking cringy and lame, but it's very normie friendly. Do a top 5 strongest Baki characters? Well, in Baki, I've only gotten past the Yujiro Baki fight, so like when they're older. Smash Ultimate is very bad. I don't like Smash Ultimate at all. I liked Melee. I thought Melee was okay. But even then, the game is very simple. It's not very rewarding. So Yoda, yeah, they had Yoda, Darth Vader, and the Apprentice. The only thing I didn't like is that you couldn't make a create-a character with the lightsaber. That would have been dope. You should have been able to make a create-a character with the... Like, okay, now that I think about it, in Soul Calibur 4, why couldn't you make a create-a character with the Apprentice fighting style? Because wasn't the Apprentice kind of like a create-a character anyway? I feel like that would have been fine. I don't know why you couldn't do that. I remember when someone said to us that Smash Bros. Was more in depth than Tekken as a fighting game. Yeah, that was cringe. I remember that. Tekken has too many moves? What do you mean? Tekken is so insane and rewarding. The only thing that I don't like about Tekken is King and like his grappling. The grappling is the only bad part about Tekken. Every striker character in Tekken is so amazing. But I can understand like King and the grappling, that's just kind of cringe. But the striking is so good. Honestly, dude, imagine if Tekken had like a banning system. Like you could ban one character each fight. I'd ban King every game. That sounds like a skill issue. No, it is. It is. Obviously, it is. If you're good at the game, you know what to do when you fight King. But King is still just so annoying. Like, he's so different, you know? Like, it's just like, I don't want to sit here and wrestle. I want to fucking scrap, you know? Not know what button to press to get out of your grapple, you know? Yeah, like, fight like John Cena. Yeah, some shit like that. I'm 178 pounds, 5'9". Am I fat or nah? I feel like you're I'd say considering you probably have no muscle mass, you're probably more fat than you should be. You probably should be more like 170 or 165. I'm 6'2", 225, so I don't really count. I'm kind of a mutant, but the only Smash which is hard on a high level is Melee. Yeah, Melee is a lot harder than the other ones, I think. It's a lot faster, and there's like what, like ledge techs and stuff like that. You're underweight? 225, 6'2" is like not overweight. It's not underweight. What do you mean? That's like overweight. What do you mean? And it's pure muscle too, baby. You know what I'm saying? Got these fucking guns flexing the Second Amendment out. Ugh. God damn. Whew. Whew. Odd fuck me. God damn. Sorry, I was looking in the mirror. Holy shit. This bitch is thick or that bitch is thick. You're in the wrong career, I can tell you that. I could be an athlete. I was pretty athletic when I was younger. I probably could be, but I don't know. I like to chill too much. Like, I have like this problem where I have like a lot of energy sometimes, but then most of the time I just want to chill. So I don't know if I'd make a good athlete, but these guys are asking for their BMIs as if Google doesn't exist. They're just probably just asking for my opinion. So do boxing. The problem with boxing is I don't know if I could keep up with my cardio that consistently. Like sometimes I'll do cardio every day for a month, and then I won't do it for a month, and I'll just do it every day for a month. I feel like I'm too inconsistent. So like I'm pretty consistent with like bodybuilding, but not like I don't like excel at it, you know? So I don't know how good I'd be. I'm probably better than a lot of people would be though. B tier and Melee is unusable and you can't win a tournament with them. Yeah, when I played Melee, I played Link. So I know everything about that. Yeah, just be consistent. Yeah, literally. Like, I have too many things I want to do. Like, I want to write. I want to make YouTube videos. I want to play video games. I want to work out. Like, I want to do, like, 80 different things. And, like, being a boxer, you have to fully commit, you know? Like, if you're going to box or fight, that needs to be what you do. Like, you need to take it seriously, or else you're just not going to excel, you know? Like, I have too many things I want to do to ever take... Like, I don't want to disrespect the sport of fighting. Like, I don't want to disrespect fighting by, like, half-assing it. Like, you know? Just wait until you become immortal. If I become immortal, I will eventually fight. Yes. That is true. If I become immortal, I will eventually fight. Let's see. Face reveal when? I already did. Regular Budokai or the Tenkaichi? They both have their own things that's interesting about them, so... Wait, you're shredded, Omega lol. Yep. I'd beat your ass. I'd suplex you, bitch boy. Don't talk. Don't talk. I'd crush your head like a watermelon. In a video game. In any video game. Anyways, guys, today was a fun stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the talk. 2 hours of Dragon Ball, an hour of just questions. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. And I will see you guys in the future. Till next time.